The following is an exclusive presentation of the Auburn Sports Network, a division of Playfly Sports.
The Palestra, Rupp Arena, Pauley Pavilion, the Dean Dome, Allen Fieldhouse, historic venues for college basketball all. And then there's Cameron Indoor Stadium, home of the five-time national champion Duke Blue Devils. Tonight, Auburn brings an unbeaten record and the number 2 national ranking to Durham for the ACC-SEC Challenge. Good evening and War Eagle from Coach K Court at Cameron Indoor Stadium with Randall Dickey and Brad Law. I'm Andy Burcham. Auburn ran roughshod over the field of the Maui Invitational. The Tigers beat Iowa State, North Carolina, and Memphis en route to the title. Janai Broome recorded 3 straight double-doubles to become the MVP of the tournament. Dylan Cardwell scored a career-high 18 points on 8 of 8 shooting in the title game. Duke is ranked number 9 in both polls. The Blue Devils' 2 losses earned the last possession to both Kansas and Kentucky. Duke is the biggest team in the country, going 6'5", 6'6", 6'7", 6'9", and 7'2" in its starting lineup. The high school player of the year, Cooper Flagg, leads Duke in scoring, rebounding, and assists. Auburn has never beaten Duke. The last time these teams played was the Maui Invitational in 2018. That Auburn team, of course, went on to the Final Four. Auburn's greatest non-conference schedule continues tonight in the home of one of the Blue Bloods. The CB&S Bank countdown to tip-off starts now.
Exclusive pregame coverage of the Tigers begins now with the CB&S Bank countdown to tip-off. Coming up, analysis, interviews, and a look around college basketball. CB&S Bank has been family, community, and financially strong since 1906. Visit cbsbank.com. Alongside Coach Randall Dickey, here's the voice of the Tigers, Andy Burcham.
The Cameron Crazies had been filling up Cameron, the ballpark here in Durham since before we arrived at Cameron Indoor Stadium. It should be a great atmosphere tonight for the Auburn Tigers and the Duke Blue Devils. Along with Randall Dickey, I am Andy Burcham, Brad Law in our Auburn Sports Network studios. We'll hear from Brad in just a few moments. Randall, for Auburn tonight, and this team came here last night and practiced, and you could tell for a lot of the guys, other than Miles Kelly, of course, who played here with Georgia Tech, it's their first time inside this historic venue. But after a while, you could tell they were getting to work and getting ready for a big opponent tonight, the Duke Blue Devils.
Well, I think every team has an opportunity to be respectful for all opponents. Players are not any different. The coaches are not any different than anyone else that's a fan of the game. You go into venues like this, it's just an opportunity to look in the banners that's hanging from the rafters, the championships, a 5-time national title champions here. This venue opened in 1940, and it's an unbelievable historic place for opponents to come and play. But after they got going, I thought the players focused in on what they were trying to do last night, accomplished their goals, and I think they set a precedent of why they're here.
The last time this Auburn team played was, well, across the world, as a matter of fact. The Tigers won the Maui Invitational with consecutive night wins against Iowa State, North Carolina, and against Memphis. And from the second half of that Iowa State game on, Auburn dominated that field in Hawaii.
Well, I think we left Maui really believing that we were by far, hands down, the very best team out there among a really good group. You got the Michigan States. You've got the Iowa States that we beat on a last-second tip-in. You've got the UConns that are 2 back-to-back national title holders. All those teams are probably going to be NCAA tournament teams. And Auburn came away, played fantastic basketball, was led by Janai Broome, but he had a lot of help. Defensively, they were really smothered the field out there.
Tonight just continues more of the best non-conference schedule that Auburn has ever fielded. It will continue with Ohio State in a week and a half in Atlanta and Purdue on the 21st of December in Birmingham. This is just another of the gauntlet that the Tigers play in this pre-conference schedule.
Well, I don't think any of us knew. I think everybody kind of put their eggs in the basket of when we go to Houston. They know what Houston has done the last few years, the success they've had. They go down there and they beat the Cougars. It's kind of set the stage. Going to Hawaii was a very much a national presence across the country in college basketball, and Auburn has put themselves right in the hunt for all the marbles. Early in the season, by far as good a team as they are playing.
Yeah, that win at Houston was kind of the announcement to the rest of this country of what we knew already about this Auburn team, and it continued in Hawaii, and it needs to continue tonight against Duke.
I feel very confident about the way we played in Maui. Is once you get through the first media timeout, these players really zero in. They really lock in on their assignments. Defensively, they're terrific to watch play. We have great length. We're led by an All-American. I just think they've got a lot of ingredients. I think we have a lot of weapons. I think we can come at you in waves, in different ways, fast, slow. We press you. We can play full court. We can dig in and play in the half court. And they're so much fun to play, and it's going to be fun throughout the season. And the schedule just keeps getting tougher and tougher. We've got this game tonight, which certainly is one of the standout games, certainly in December. But I think you've got to look at, you got Ohio State in the Big Ten as well as Purdue in the Big Ten before going into conference play.
Don't you get an idea, and I don't want to give away your keys to the game, but don't you get an idea? Auburn needs to get off to a good start tonight here at Duke.
Yeah, it's a little bit different than playing at Houston and playing in Maui, which were both neutral sites. This is a home court advantage. You've got about 15 guys plus the coaching staff and ourselves up here in the crow's nest. That's for the Tigers tonight. Everyone else is against us. This is a true road game in the home venue of one of the great places across college basketball.
As soon as this game was announced, Auburn fans started immediately trying to get tickets. And you can see specks of orange and blue around Cameron Indoor Stadium, especially behind the bench. But this is a venue that seats just over 9,300. They have had 528 consecutive sellouts here. Tickets are tough to come by. This will be a very, very tough venue for Auburn to play in tonight.
That's for sure. And just to share with our folks back home, the Duke Blue Devils are, since 2004, at home is 284 wins and 30 losses in this venue.
Time for 31.
I think so, and I think that Auburn is set on pace, but I agree with what you said earlier. Auburn gets off to a good start. They can play with anybody. The thing about when you go into a venue and you're a true road game, getting off to a not so good a start makes you have to play so much harder. The chips have to fall your way. And so I think it's a good way, get off to a good start, run, play Auburn basketball, and set the stage.
This is night number 2 of the ACC-SEC Challenge. Auburn dominated on the first night. To give you the update, we send it to our Auburn Sports Network studios, and here is Brad Law.
All right, Andy, thank you. Yeah, it's hard to be more impressive than the SEC was to open the SEC-ACC Challenge last night. Our game tonight, one of 6 more to round out the challenge.
From the home of the SEC Tournament Champions to the expanded boundaries of the toughest conference in college basketball, this is the Toyota SEC Report. No matter your destination, Toyota goes with you. Toyota, let's go places.
2 games that are underway right now, including in Gainesville, where Florida is hammering Virginia. Florida has led from the beginning, and the Gators are slowly pulling away, or maybe not so slowly pulling away. It's been a game decided by turnovers. Gators have forced 15 turnovers, and they are plus 18 in points off turnovers. So Florida leads Virginia 72-52, under 8 minutes to go in Gainesville. Now, in Chapel Hill, just down the road from Cameron Indoor Stadium, Alabama has controlled North Carolina at the Smith Center. Crimson Tide lead the Tar Heels 74-57 with 8 minutes to go, and they've just shot better than the home team, over 50% in the second half, just under 50% for the game. Crimson Tide have knocked down 10 threes in the contest, and this one hasn't been all that close. Alabama on top 74 now to 60, a 14-point advantage with 7:46 to go in that game. 3 other matchups tonight starting in about 30 minutes. Mississippi State hosts 18th-ranked Pitt. Bulldogs trying to bounce back from their first loss last time out against Butler. Texas visits NC State. Both teams coming in hot. Longhorns have won 6 in a row since losing to Ohio State in the opener. Meanwhile, the Wolfpack are unbeaten at home in front of nearly 20,000 in Raleigh. And finally, Vanderbilt is in Blacksburg to battle Virginia Tech. Commodores are getting 10 points a game from former Hokie Tyler Nickel. He's hoping to hand his former team a 5th consecutive loss. The SEC went a blistering 9-1 last night to start the SEC-ACC Challenge. Quickly, wins for the following: Tennessee over Syracuse, Arkansas at Miami, Missouri over Cal, Oklahoma over Georgia Tech, Texas A&M over Wake Forest, Ole Miss at Louisville, Georgia over Notre Dame, South Carolina at Boston College, and LSU over Florida State. That last one was costly. Tigers coach Matt McMahon announced today that Jalen Reed, team captain, top scorer, will miss the rest of the season with an ACL injury. The only loss for the conference was 4th-ranked Kentucky at Clemson. Whale of a game. It was the first loss of the season for the Wildcats. And now you're up to speed on the SEC. It is time for What's on the Menu, which is presented by Whataburger. Jalapeno cream cheese, jalapeno ranch, pickled, you guessed it, jalapenos. Try the friendly heat of the new Bacon Blaze Jalapeno Double, cooking for a limited time at Whataburger. On the menu over the next half hour, we'll scout the Blue Devils with Chad Pruitt. Andy visits with Coach Pearl, and we'll get Coach Dickey's keys to the game. All coming up as we count you down to Auburn and Duke. The CB&S Bank countdown to tip-off continues in a moment.
CB&S Bank has a long history of stability and a legacy of serving our community's needs for generations. You could say we know a thing or two about tradition. We've been family, community, and financially strong since we began in 1906. Being a team player is part of our culture. That's why at CB&S Bank, we are proud supporters and huge fans of Auburn basketball. Whoa, Regal, hey! Visit cbsbank.com today. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
It's a great day to get vaccinated. Many children and adults that delayed vaccination during the pandemic are still behind schedule. It is crucial that we take the steps to get everyone back on track with their routine immunizations. Children and teens can still catch up on their vaccinations even if they start late. Make sure you and your family are up to date on all recommended vaccines, including respiratory virus vaccine. Let's all do our part to get back on track. Don't wait. Vaccinate. For more information, visit alabamapublichealth.gov/IMM.
The Alabama Education Association is the member-driven voice of Alabama's education employees. AEA members are teachers, education support professionals, administrators, professors, future teachers, and education retirees. Joining the Alabama Education Association has never been easier. Use their new online membership for a fast, safe, and secure way to join today. Visit myaea.org to learn more.
Thinking of advancing your career with a master's degree in business? If so, consider the graduate degree choices at Auburn University's Harbert College of Business. Ranked among the nation's best, we offer full-time and online programs in finance, supply chain management, information systems, accounting, and business administration. Learn more at harbert.auburn.edu.
You're listening to Auburn basketball. Now more of the CB&S Bank countdown to tip-off.
Auburn tonight is looking for its 5th win away from home, its 4th-ranked win of the season, all away from Neville Arena, as the Tigers take on the Duke Blue Devils in a top 10 matchup in the SEC-ACC Challenge. The Tigers' 3 ranked wins are the most in the country, and a 4th-ranked win would match the 94-95 team for the most regular season ranked wins in program history. Won't be easy, obviously, at Cameron Indoor Stadium. It is Auburn and Duke. John Shire in his 3rd season at the helm of the storied program. Blue Devils are 35-3 at Cameron Indoor Stadium under John Shire. You know the name Cooper Flagg. He leads the way. He leads the team in points, rebounds, assists, and blocks. Tyrese Proctor is a three-point machine. He's made at least 2 in all 7 regular season games and in both exhibition games as well. Proctor had a career-best 5 trays against Kansas. He's now shooting 47% from 3 this year. Let's dive in a little more with our 60-second scout, which is presented by the Raymond J. Harbert College of Business, home to 7 top 25 programs in the U.S. News and World Report rankings. Harbert, inspiring business. Our 60-second scout of Duke comes from Auburn assistant Chad Pruitt.
Well, first of all, what a great opportunity for Auburn to be able to go into Cameron Indoor and take a pretty good team as we go, obviously. Duke's very talented. You know, they're the longest team in the nation, #1 defensive team in the nation. We'll have our hands full trying to score. I think we've got to make sure that they don't our turnovers in live ball situations don't turn into transition dunks and threes on the other end.
Talk about defensively what you expect out of Duke.
Well, they're going to extend. Again, their length is going to be a problem. We got to tackle the ball. Now, we played Iowa State. We played Houston. We played some really good defenses. This will be a little bit different. They're not as good one-on-one defenders as those two teams, but their length kind of makes up for it.
All right. What do you expect from Duke from an offensive standpoint?
Well, you know, we talked about it this morning in film. I think we got to limit the transition threes. I think they've got to have threes to beat us. Now, Cooper Flagg obviously is one of the best players in the country, and he's going to get his, but we can't let those other guys hurt us from 3.
Is this the best three-point shooting team Auburn has faced so far?
You know, maybe not overall, but there's a couple of guys in Knipple and Proctor that are just not going to miss. If we lose them, those guys are going to make shots, and at home, those things could really expand on us.
Again, a 60-second scout of the Blue Devils from Chad Pruitt there. As a team, Duke is scoring 80-plus points a game. Blue Devils are shooting 46% as a team. And from distance there, they're talking about three-point shooting. Duke is shooting 36%. The defensive numbers are outstanding, as they mentioned. Duke also is out-rebounding opponents by about 9 per ball game, and they are winning the turnover margin by about 3+ per ball game. So that'll be something to watch tonight. Auburn comes in shooting 36% from 3, just slightly better, a couple of points better than Duke from beyond the arc. But Duke is limiting opponents to just 27.5% from 3. Duke all-time against teams number 1 or 2. Auburn's just the second non-conference team ranked in the top 2 to visit Cameron Indoor Stadium since 1965. The last to do it was Michigan, when the Wolverines were ranked number 1 on December 5th, 1992. Duke won that game. Auburn obviously will be trying to change things tonight. The pregame medical report is presented by East Alabama Health. Their team of first responders are proud to provide first aid care at Neville Arena and at every Auburn Athletics home event. It'll be good to be back there Sunday, by the way, when Richmond comes to town. But Auburn is a healthy team, and that is good news. The Tigers are at full strength and hoping to use their depth to their advantage. This is Auburn's another year in the SEC-ACC Challenge. Last year was a good one for the Tigers as they defeated Virginia Tech. That game went to the final of 74-57 last year at Neville Arena. Janai Broome put up big numbers against the Hokies in that matchup, 30 points and 13 rebounds. Big stage for Janai a year ago, and an even bigger one in this game tonight. Auburn looking to join Georgia Tech, Kentucky, Tennessee, and Vanderbilt as the only teams to win at Cameron Indoor Stadium as a member of the SEC. Before we go any further, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Auburn Sports Network. Thanks for tuning in to the CB&S Bank Countdown to Tip-Off. We are getting you ready for Auburn and Duke from Cameron Indoor Stadium. When we come back, Andy Burcham's exclusive pregame sit-down with the head coach of the Tigers. The Bruce Pearl pregame report is yours after these words from your local stations. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
For loving expert care for your pets, visit Moores Mill Animal Hospital, located at 2120 Moores Mill Road. Their skilled team is dedicated to keeping your furry friends healthy and happy. Moore's Mill Animal Hospital offers spay, neuter, vaccines, boarding, and much more. Moore's Mill Animal Hospital, where pets are family. Call us today at 334-821-7739 or visit mmvets.com. Experience the Moore's Mill Animal Hospital difference today.
Hip pain is not to be taken lightly. It could be a sign of hip impingement. If pain, stiffness, or limping persists, see a hip specialist at the orthopedic clinic. Treatment includes non-surgical options, but if surgery is needed, minimally invasive arthroscopic hip surgery is only available locally at the orthopedic clinic. Don't wait. Schedule an examination today. Call for an appointment, 334-749-8303, or visit theorthoclinic.com.
Do you live in Lee County? You are eligible for a Max Credit Union account. Working in Lee County? You're eligible for a Max Credit Union account. Listening to this radio ad right now? 99% chance you are eligible to have a Max Credit Union account. At Max Credit Union, if you live, work, worship, or attend school in Lee or one of our 26 other counties, you are eligible to open an account with Max. Come see us in Auburn or Opelika or get started now at mymax.com. Some restrictions apply.
The Goose Performing Arts Center at Auburn University is Alabama's premier destination for the arts, bringing you the very best of Broadway, dance, music, and more. Learn more about upcoming performances and see the calendar of events online at gougecenter.auburn.edu. That's GOGUE center.auburn.edu. Or call the box office 334-844-TIXS.
Ford presents our exclusive pre-game visit with head coach Bruce Pearl.
Family on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Visit your local Ford dealer, proud sponsor of the Auburn Tigers. Here's Andy Burcham with Coach Pearl.
What does it say about your program that in the ACC-SEC Challenge, this Auburn team's playing at Duke tonight?
Well, it says you better be careful what you wish for. Keep your mouth shut next time. No, we're excited about being here. We understand, Andy, that this is probably the greatest opportunity we've had in a regular season game to play a nationally ranked Duke team that, is a team that is talented as any team in college basketball. In a historic environment. We know what the Jungle and Neville Arena does to opponents, and this is what Cameron Indoor Stadium does. So there won't be a tougher environment. And we were very proud to be selected by the SEC as a team that they felt was going to be a good team this year and would be a team that would be worthy of this challenge.
You look at this Duke lineup, they're big. I mean, they're big everywhere, as big as any team perhaps that you'll face all season long.
Yeah, it's the biggest team in the country just as far as their size and their length and at all positions. I think it gives them an opportunity to be multiple defensively. I think they're going to do some switching that could bother us, and so we're going to have to play call accordingly. They don't have great feet, but they've got great hands, long hands, and they poke away at things. And when you put that ball down the floor, there's just a lot of bodies and a lot of size. So to get in the paint, play off 2 feet. One of the biggest things we can't do is allow them to get in there, take bad shots, have our guys be on the floor, not get fouls called, throw up stuff that really isn't good, have bodies on the ground, and then them coming down the other end in transition where they're really efficient.
What challenge does this size bring to you when Duke is on offense?
You know what? They run really good stuff. I mean, obviously, look, Cooper Flagg is the #1 player in the country. He's the number 1 guy in the NBA draft. He's a talented freshman. Everybody's known about him for years. He's worked really hard to get to the position he's in. Duke is a roster that's loaded with 5-star talent, and our roster has got great talent. It just took our guys a lot longer to get there, but none of us would be recruited to go to Duke, and this is the opportunity. It's an opportunity for Janai Broome to demonstrate that he can guard a guy at this level, whose motor runs all the time. That's one of the things that makes him really, really good. They got a 7'2" center. He's not 7 foot. He's not 6'11". He's 7'2". He's got Walker Kessler type length, and we'll have to see how we can score on him on the inside. I think we'll have to screen him. I think Janai can score on him. To me, he's more dangerous when he's off the ball trying to block shots, And they run really good stuff. I don't think, John gets enough credit for how good a coach he is. They run really, really good actions. As you would anticipate, here at Duke, stuff that's hard to guard, some of the stuff that we run as well.
They like to get to run, and at times they look to run and shoot the three in transition.
Well, they make 13 threes a game, and they shoot it really well here from a percentage standpoint. They shoot almost 38% from three here. And several players, play better here at home for Duke. And when they're making the three ball, they're really, really hard to cover because it's hard to give help. We've got to be able to give some help on Cooper Flagg. We got to be able to rotate and strip and rip him a little bit. We got to make the rest of the guys beat us one-on-one.
Defensively, give us a key when this Duke team is on offense here tonight.
Well, can we guard it without fouling him? That's a real key, can we stay out of foul trouble on the inside? We're going to treat our fours and fives are going to do a lot of switching, so you're going to see a lot of different big bodies on Cooper Flagg. They're going to do a lot of different things to try to get us into some switching situations and present some challenges that way defensively. Obviously one of the things that he does so well, and a lot of them, a great offensive rebounding team. He runs from the perimeter. When you're guarding Cooper Flagg, you're not going to get the rebound, but you got to make sure he doesn't.
Can depth be a factor in favor of Auburn tonight?
No, I mean, our depth will be great, but it's not going to be a huge, advantage for us. We're probably going to have to go to the bench in some foul trouble. We will, because I would anticipate that we'll have some foul trouble on the front line. Chris Moore has been that first guy that we've gone to. You could see a little bit more of Ja'Kai Howard. And it's really challenging. And I don't mean we haven't talked about this much. When we get on our radio show, we talk about this. Jaheim and Ja'Kai aren't being penalized anymore for anything they did wrong. In fact, Ja'Kai and Jaheim had actually beaten Chris out for the minutes that Chris is playing right now. But we had to find a way to play without those kids for a couple of games, and in so doing, they've missed so many repetitions, and Chris is doing a really good job out there, makes us better defensively, and does a great job communicating, and so but those guys are ready, and they are available, and I guarantee you at some point they're both going to have impact on our team.
Wish you all the best tonight. War Eagle.
War Eagle.
Welcome back to the Ford F-Series Highlight Show. I've seen a lot of basketball, and I can tell you that to stay on top, you got to adapt, stay focused, and innovate. That's what wins championships. That's how Ford F-150 and the Ford Super Duty stay at the top of the truck game. For 47 consecutive years, Ford F-Series has been America's #1 selling truck because they deliver what you need to win the day. For the latest offers, go to buyfordnow.com or see your local Ford dealer today. Tell them Coach Pearl sent you.
Based on 1977 to 2023 CY industry reported total sales.
Things we take for granted, ordinary opportunities for parents and their children, can be a foster child's extraordinary. You have the power to do something positive that will change the life of a young person right here in Alabama. Open your heart and open your home to a foster child today. For more information, visit www.dhr.alabama.gov or call 1-866-64-AL-KIDS. Brought to you by the Alabama Department of Human Resources, the Alabama Broadcasters Association, and this station.
Yellowwood knows that a five-star backyard is the place to make lasting memories. Like roasting marshmallows on a cool fall night. That's it. Turn it nice and slow. Get it toasted all... Oh, no, it's on fire. Oh, you want it on fire. Okay, that's a choice, I guess. Crunchy. For five-star backyards and the most memorable experiences, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it.
Kia of Auburn is happy to connect the Kia brand to the Auburn fans. Our winning lineup has something for everyone at almost any budget. SUVs like the Telluride, Sorento, and Sportage. You prefer a sedan? Check out Forte, Soul, and don't forget our new multi-purpose vehicles, the Carnival, or our amazing hybrid or electric vehicles. Kia of Auburn is a proud supporter of Auburn athletics. Kia of Auburn, where you're always #1. Whoa, Rico.
You're listening to Auburn basketball. Now more of the CB&S Bank countdown to tip-off.
Well, back at Cameron Indoor Stadium, the Duke team has taken the floor. Auburn going to hit the floor any minute now. And let's go back to Cameron Indoor and rejoin Coach Randall Dickey and get his keys to the game, which are presented by Kia of Auburn, where you're always #1. All right, before we get to the on-the-court stuff, Coach, at some point you got to flip the switch mentally as a team, right? Like, it's great to be in this arena for the first time and in one of the great cathedrals of college basketball. What do the guys have to do to flip the switch into, All right, it's time to come play a basketball game and win a basketball game.
Well, I think during this time in the timeout, if they left the court just a minute ago, I think that's one of the messages the coaches will give. Hey, we're very fortunate to have this opportunity. We're very fortunate to play in this type of environment and at this arena. But now let's go play. The court is still 94 by 50. The goals are 10 foot up. Free throw line's 15 feet. Three-point line. Everything is the same as it is in Neville Arena. Get out, get light on your feet, move, play with great confidence, and embrace playing against an opponent that's nationally ranked and also is one of the great programs in America.
And as you can probably make out, the Auburn team is just taking the floor now. So you're saying give them the old Norman Dale treatment. It's 10 feet, just like at our place. No question about it. Okay, how does Auburn deal with the height? I mean, look, this team defensively is just beating people up, and they're towering over people. So what is the answer when you're at a size or a length disadvantage?
Well, I think you've got to bring the center away from the basket, try to put him in a lot of ball screens on the side of the floor, maybe at the top of the key, get him away from the basket, because where he is the best is off the ball. He is not actually a great on-the-ball defender, not a great shot blocker right on a one-on-one situation, but when he is in help situation and he can read the play away from the ball, he's terrific about coming across the lane and blocking shots. I think Auburn will put him in a lot of ball screens, but the first key, Auburn's got to get back. Defensive transition is my big goal. Duke averages almost 39 points, right at 39 points, 13 threes a game. They have to win by shooting a lot of threes. They do a lot of those in transition. Auburn's got to get back, find their man quickly, flatten them out, and cover those guys, give them no open looks in a defensive transition. And then teams always play better at home. You play faster, more aggressive. But I think you got to handle this crowd. I think you got to keep your composure, because Duke is a team just like Auburn that plays on runs, and a 2-3 minute run, sustain those, continue to peck away. And I think Auburn can play just right toe-to-toe with anybody in the country. I think that's the second key. The third key is play Auburn basketball. Play aggressive defensively. Get out and push the basketball. Play confident. Share the basketball. When Auburn goes from one side of the floor to the other, and they have a lot of an assist in their stat sheet, they are very successful, and I think those are big keys.
What an opportunity for guys like Chaney Johnson and Chad Baker-Mazara, guys who can move well outside in or inside out. They're going to be matched athletically tonight, but it's a great opportunity. Another opportunity in front of this team, and those are a couple of guys who are pivotal wherever they are on the floor.
Oh, there's not any doubt about that. The thing that separates Duke from a lot of programs is, and I know we've sent a lot of statistics to our fans back home, but Duke is number one in the country. They've had 92 McDonald's All-Americans to play here. Yeah. You're dealing with guys that recruit at the ultra-elite level. They start 3 freshmen that are very, very good, but Auburn is too. Auburn is certainly deserves the ranking they are right now at number 2 in the country. I think can play with anybody in the country. I think we take the adage that we have experience, we've got age, we've led by an All-American. I think we get on the heels of that and go for it.
No question about it. All right, Coach, thank you very much. Really looking forward to this call from Cameron Indoor tonight. Andy Birchman, Randall Dickey, they will have the call for you coming up in just a little bit. Well, the time for talking is almost finished. We'll take our final pregame timeout, and when we come back, we'll have your Yellowwood starting lineups and then the opening tip. It's the second-ranked Tigers and the 9th-ranked Blue Devils, and we thank you for tuning in. Now these local messages. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
War Eagle Auburn family, it's time to join Aubie's Kids Club for this upcoming school year. Your favorite Tigers Kids Club memberships are on sale now. Presented by Chappie's Deli, Aubie's Kids Club offers 2 membership options that give you a t-shirt, a lunchbox, a men's basketball SEC Champions mini pennant, and more. You can also check in at different Auburn athletics events to receive points and earn prizes, only available through Aubie's Kids Club. So what are you waiting for? With memberships on sale now, head to Aubie'sKidsClub.com to join the coolest club on the plains.
The Alabama Education Association is the member-driven voice of Alabama's education employees. AEA members are teachers, education support professionals, administrators, professors, future teachers, and education retirees. Joining the Alabama Education Association has never been easier. Use their new online membership for a fast, safe, and secure way to join today. Visit myaea.org to learn more.
If your day sounds like
we need the report ASAP,
you deserve Modelo. If you've persevered through, you deserve this rich golden lager with a crisp but refreshing taste. Or if you overcame,
2 more reps, 2 more.
You deserve this ice-cold reward. Modelo, Remarkable Fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
CB&S Bank has a long history of stability and a legacy of serving our community's needs for generations. You could say we know a thing or two about tradition. We've been family, community, and financially strong since we began in 1906. Being a team player is part of our culture. That's why at CB&S Bank, we are proud supporters and huge fans of Auburn basketball. Whoa, Regal, hey! Visit cbsbank.com today. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
We're counting down to the opening tip. Time to introduce the starting five.
Left wing, 3-ball, Denver, short. He runs down his own rebound. Drives to the hole, up and under, and in. At the top, Denver 3. Yes, Denver a 3. Good for Auburn!
Great movement. When Auburn is at their best, they take the ball from one side of the floor to the other, and they did, and found Denver Jones wide open for a three-point shot.
Denver Jones, Newmarket, Alabama, Memphis Day Academy.
Ahead, Miles Kelly. Kelly waits for numbers. Just drive to the hole, up and in. Nice play, coast to coast. Low post pass for Miles. Turnaround jumper, good. Miles Kelly, 3, bang.
Oh, boy, that looked good going through from a deep corner. The ball just barely did wrinkle the net.
Out to the top. Miles Kelly to tie it. Bang!
Miles Kelly, Stone Mountain, Georgia, Parkview High School, Hargrave Military Academy.
Chad Baker-Mazar on the right wing. Spins. Outside the arc, pops a long 3. Good. Right wing 3, Chad Baker. It's good!
Big 3 ball. Auburn Tigers are carving them up on the offensive end.
Left wing pass, Chad Baker-Mazar. Penetrates, drive, up with a shot. Good! And a foul! He went in backwards and knocked that one home.
Chad Baker-Mazar, Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic, Colonia High School.
Fadeaway, Janai, 13-footer, didn't get it. Rebound, Cardwell in traffic. Out to the top, Janai. 4-3, good! Unbelievable. 12 to shoot. Broom, down the lane to the hole, dumps it! With 2 hands. Janai had taken 3, drives, up with 3, bang! Tap up by Broom, it's good!
Janai Broom, Plant City, Florida, Tampa Catholic High School.
Dylan Cardwell down the lane with a running one-hander. Good! Lobs it. Cardwell to the hole. One hand, right hand. Emma, a career day for DC. Lobs it. Cardwell dumps it. Oh, and an alley-oop. Dear goodness.
Unbelievable high-low action between Broom and Cardwell, and Dylan knows what to do with it point blank.
Dylan Cardwell, Augusta, Georgia, McEachern High School.
The starting lineups have been presented by Great Southern Wood, makers of Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it.
Auburn number 2 in the country in both the AP and the coaches polls. Bruce Pearl out of Boston College in his 11th season, a record of 207 and 119. By the way, he is 7 wins shy of Joel Eaves' all-time record at Auburn with 214 wins. 30th season overall, a record of 669 and 264. Duke 5-2 on the season, ranked number 9 in both the coaches and the AP poll. John Shire, a Duke grad in his 3rd season as his alma mater, a record of 59 and 20. A little bit of a different starting lineup tonight for Duke. Tyrese Proctor at 1 guard, 6'6" junior from Sydney, Australia, 12.4 points, 4 rebounds, 2.4 assists. Sion James at another guard, a 6'6", 229-pound grad student out of Sugar Hill, Georgia, a transfer from Tulane. 7.7 points, 3.7 rebounds. And Con Knippel, a 6'7" freshman out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. 13.4 points, 4.1 rebounds. On the inside, the National High School Player of the Year, Cooper Flagg, 6'9" freshman out of Newport, Maine, Monteverde Academy. He leads Duke with 15.9 points, 8.4 rebounds, and 4.1 assists. And Kamen Maulich on the inside, a 7'2" freshman from Rumbek, South Sudan. Played for the South Sudan team along with Auburn's J.T. Thor this summer in the Paris Olympics. So it is James, Proctor, Knippel, Flagg, and Maulich for Duke. Jones, Kelly, Baker-Mazara, Cardwell, and Broom for Auburn. It is a packed house. This is the 529th consecutive sellout at Cameron Indoor. Listed capacity 9,314. Auburn in the away blue uniforms, tops and bottoms tonight. The orange numerals and lettering, the blue trim. Duke in the home white uniforms, tops and bottoms, with the Duke blue numerals and lettering here tonight. Boy, first 10 minutes of this one, Ramladicki, very, very important for this Auburn ball club.
Well, it's going to be very exciting right off the bat. The first 4 minutes is going to really set the tone of what's going to take place as far as the first half is concerned. I'm like you earlier in the conversation. Get off to a good start. Let's match them toe-to-toe, see what happens. Go to the first media timeout, right there even, and then I think we'll settle in. I always have really advocated if Auburn can get into their rotation as they substitute, it really pays a difference down the stretch because their depth has made a difference throughout this early season.
The officials tonight, Ron Groover, Bill Covington Jr., and Clarence Armstrong. And we're about ready for Auburn Duke in the ACC-SEC Challenge. Tap controlled by Auburn. Miles Kelly in the backcourt to Denver Jones, and we're underway. Tigers to the basket to our left. Denver gets a screen from Broom, gets the ball to Janai out at the top. Looks underneath, throws it right wing for Cardwell inside the arc. Now Chad Baker-Mazara, top of the circle, left wing Broom, head fake at 3. Drives on Maulich, drives, spins, short, rebound Cardwell, right wing Chad Baker-Mazara, 4-3.
Great way to start, got a second opportunity, good rebound by Cardwell, and a nice jump shot by Mazara.
3-0 Auburn, 19:25 in the first. James runs the point for Duke. Bounce pass, Cooper Flagg outside the arc, picked up by Janai Broom, right wing.
The Tigers are in their tough man-to-man, overplaying defense, really aggressive right to start with.
James, right wing Proctor, down the middle of the lane, kicks it left side. James, a 3 to tie it. No. Long rebound, weak side, Miles Kelly.
One of the big keys tonight, being able to contain the basketball on the perimeter, because Auburn's going to play so aggressive outside the three-point line, they're going to drive it. So we've got to be able to contain that and then also help and recover back to our guy.
3-0 Auburn, just the start of things at Cameron Indoor Stadium. Denver Jones, right wing, Chad Baker-Mazara. Janai Broom, back door, and a dunk by Miles Kelly to the hole.
Auburn looks like they're in really good shape. They've got a good look about them. They executed that backdoor play to perfection.
That's our Sun-South drive of the game. Sun-South John Deere, preferred tractor of the Tigers. Find your local dealer at sunsouth.com. Flagg, head fake at 3, drives to the hole, hangs, shoots good, and a foul in the play.
That's one thing they do. Somehow, on the transition, Broom is getting matched up on Flagg. That's a tough matchup for a guard going against a big center, and he can really finish at the basket.
Cooper Flagg, the Gatorade Naismith National Prep Player of the Year a season ago. A career-high 26 points in that loss to Kentucky back on November 12th, and he has a chance at a three-point play. The foul against Dylan Cardwell. First foul of the game for either team.
Well, he's a true stat stuffer. He leads the team in points, rebounds, assists, and blocks.
Missed the free throw. 5-2 Auburn, 18.5 minutes to go in the first half. Jones, right sideline, Baker-Mazara. Broom at the top, left wing Miles Kelly. Low post for Janai. Gets matched up on the low post, outside the lane, left side. In the lane, spins up with the left hand, got it!
Beautiful one-on-one move. Really did a nice job. Felt the defender behind him and went to the open side and just laid it in.
Big time drop step by Janai. Tigers up 7-2. James, top of the circle, picked up by Broom at the point of that Auburn defense.
Both teams are playing very similar defense. They're switching everything on the perimeter and across the baseline. It's making it hard for any offense to look very good.
Sion James against Dylan Cardwell through the lane, out the right side, kip out to the top. 3-ball Proctor in the air, no. Weak side rebound, pulled in by Dylan Cardwell, saves it to Broom.
Really good. I think you saw Auburn's length make a difference on that closeout by Bizarro.
7-2 Auburn, Tiger ball, 17:35 in the first half. Denver Jones near midcourt, right-hand dribble, off the right side against Sion James. Between the legs dribble, left-hand dribble by Denver. Top of the circle, Broom hands the ball to Miles Kelly, off the right side for Denver. Shot clock at 6, at the top, Miles. 3-ball, yes!
Beautifully done. Great execution. Went from one side of the floor and then returned it. Made the defense change positions twice and found him a wide open 3.
Miles Kelly with 5, half of Auburn's points. Tigers up 10-2. 17:04 to go. Great start for Auburn here. At the top, Knippel working on Chad Baker-Mazara. Down to the lane for Flagg. Goes up, blocked. Gets the ball back. One dribble. Ball stripped out of his hand, off of him. They're going to give the ball to Duke. Auburn said that ball was off the flag. The official gives the ball to Duke with 17 to shoot for the Blue Devils. They'll go to their bench. And Malik Brown is in, a 6'9 junior out of Culpeper, Virginia, replacing Maulach on the low post. Also into the ball game, Caleb Foster, a 6'5 sophomore from Harrisburg, North Carolina. He replaces James.
I think you feel really the desperation on Duke's going to the bench this early.
Knippel, ball batted right back to Knippel, off of Chad Baker-Mazara in front of the Auburn bench. There is very little room to work with on either sideline. And John Shire across midcourt and asked to move back. Knippel.
The length of Auburn is really making a difference early going.
Knippel out to the top for Proctor. Gets a screen, picked up on a hedge by Cardwell. Proctor drives on Dylan. In the lane, up with the left hand. It's an air ball. Weak side rebound comes to Broom. Outlet Chad Baker-Mazara. Auburn by 8 with the ball. 16:35 first half of play. Between the circles, Denver Jones. Denver on the right-hand dribble. Gets the ball there. Top of the circle, Broom. Who had the back door, didn't get there. Top of the circle, Cardwell. Now Denver, 10 to shoot for the Tigers. At the top, Miles, long range 3, bang!
He is on fire right now, and he is one guy that's played here before, and he is lighting it up.
Timeout, Duke, 16-18 in the first half. Auburn has jumped out to a 13-2 lead. And tonight's first half presented by Southern Union. Conveniently located just a few miles from Auburn, Southern Union offers class that easily transferred to the university. Endless opportunities are right up the road. Auburn 13, Duke 2, 16-18 to go in the first half as Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
When the game is on the line, you want someone you can count on. At Alabama Power, we believe in consistency and having each other's back. It's our game plan to safely deliver the electricity you depend on. We give 100% to achieve 99.9% reliability. Learn how we power a better Alabama at alabamapower.com/reliable. Alabama Power is a proud supporter of the Auburn Tigers.
A gift this good takes a while to unwrap. Get your best gift ever during the Toyota-thon sales event before it's too late. Lease a new 2024 Toyota RAV4 LE Hybrid for $359 a month for 36 months. Offer valid through January 6, 2025. Well-qualified lessees with approved credit through Southeast Toyota Finance. $36.58 due at signing. No security deposit with select equipment. $350 disposition fee. Excludes tax, tag, registration, title, and dealer fees. See dealer for details. Toyota. Let's go places.
I like what I like, and I do what I want.
If what you like is getting the highest payouts, getting the most free play, and finding more of your favorite games on a spacious upscale gaming floor, then Wind Creek Montgomery is your kind of fabulous. No matter what fabulous means to you, you'll find it here. Wind Creek Montgomery. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Alabama Power is proud to present this broadcast of Auburn basketball. Alabama Power, power for a better Alabama.
Along with Randall Dickey, Andy Burcham with you at Cameron Indoor Stadium, 16-18 to go in the first half, and Auburn out to a roaring start. The Tigers lead 13-2 behind Miles Kelly, who's hit a couple threes plus a backdoor dunk. 8 points for Miles. A reminder, of course, Miles and Georgia Tech played Duke twice a year ago, Randall Dickey. He scored 16 in both of those games.
Well, he looked wonderful. There's nothing any better for a player to start with a layup. He got the back door right off the bat. He laid it in, came right back-to-back three-point shots on set plays that were called from the bench. What a magnificent strategic move by the coaches to know that he's off to a good start. The thing that's most impressive to me is Auburn is not fazed by this crowd. They're not fazed by this environment. Their level of concentration is very high, and they are executing on both ends. But the biggest difference in the game right now is Auburn's length has really affected Duke's ability to run stuff.
Isn't that interesting? Because we talked about Duke's length throughout the entire pregame show tonight.
Well, I think that's one thing. It's a little bit underestimated, but you have Miles Kelly and Mazzara, both 6'6", 6'7", and extremely long, along with 6'4" and Denver Jones. That's big guards right there.
Chaney Johnson and Tahad Pettiford checked in, joining Chad Baker-Mazzara, Miles Kelly, and Janai Broome on the floor for the Tigers.
Gives the Tigers a chance to full court press right here and really pressure them. They've always defended hard, make them tougher to get the ball inbounds.
Foster will trigger for Duke against the pressure. 2 flag, and now back to Foster, who brings the ball up the floor, across midcourt, picks up Pettiford. Sophomore against freshman. Now in its switch, Chaney Johnson, Foster drives and draws the foul on Chaney.
That's one of the big keys, being able to switch man to man. You're going to have a mismatch, and Chaney got switched off that time.
Sure did.
You've got to be able to move your feet, keep your body between him and the basket, not give him an angle, and Chaney just kind of nudged him a little bit right at the basket.
Foster 54% from the free throw line. His first is good. A career-high 18 points against Michigan State back in 2023. Missed the last 9 games of last season with an ankle injury.
Yeah, it really hurt Duke down the stretch, losing him, because he was really playing well.
He missed the free throw. The rebound to Flag, though, over Janai Broome. Gets the ball to Proctor. Proctor, top of the circle, picks it up, right side for Knipple. Top of the circle for Proctor. Shot clock at 10 for Duke. Flag between the circles with a pass from Malik Brown. Into the corner. Proctor back to the wing for Flag. Flag against Broome. Shot clock. He gets it off and missed it. Rebound out of bounds off of Duke. Auburn ball. 13-3 Tigers. 15:40 to go in the first half of play. And Duke shows some pressure. Inbound Pettiford. A little bit of trapping pressure in the backcourt.
Looks like a 2-2-1 zone, full court press by the Blue Devils.
And he's double-teamed Pettiford. Skip pass. Chaney, top of the circle for Janai. Janai, free throw line, spins down the lane, up with the left hand, didn't get it. And the rebound pulled in by Knipple. 13-3 Tigers. Duke ball. Foster, the right wing. Don't give him an open three. Foster on the wing for Flag. Top of the circle for Brown. Brown against Broome. Picks up the dribble. Off the right side for Flag. Picked up by Chaney Johnson. Flag between the legs dribbles. Crossover dribble. Off the left side for Proctor. Proctor drives. Pull up from about 13. Missed it short. Rebound tap. And it comes to Proctor on the left wing.
That's 2 offensive rebounds we've given the Blue Devils.
Knipple on the drive to the hole. He put it in.
Anytime you give a team as good, either one, second opportunities, they're going to take advantage of you.
13-5 Auburn. Tiger ball. Broome, bounce pass, left side, Miles Kelly. Tahad Pettiford between the circles. Drives off to the right wing. Kicks it into the corner. Chaney Johnson for 3. Nope. Weak side rebound, Proctor for Duke.
This is kind of the second unit to first substitution by the Tigers.
Off the left side, turnaround jumper, good. 5-0 run by Duke. They've cut the lead to 13-7.
It was all spurred off of that offensive rebound.
Broome at the point. Now to Tahad Pettiford. In the lane, Chaney Johnson. Ball deflected. It comes to Chad Baker-Mazzara. Off the right wing. Shot clock at 14 for Auburn. Chad Baker works on Knipple. Drives baseline. Now with the left hand. Pull up from about 13. Short. Rebound Flag. On the break for Duke. Flag at the right wing. Drives on Chaney to the baseline. And Chaney knocked him down. And that'll be the second foul on Chaney Johnson.
That's a tough matchup. Him going against Flag. Flag is actually 6'9", big, strong. He's got wide shoulders and can really drive the ball.
Yeah.
He's got a good handle.
He's really fluid offensively, isn't he?
He's got an extremely quick first step for a 6'9" guy and can take the ball to the basket with anybody in college basketball.
Cheney comes out, and Denver Jones is back in. So is Chris Moore for the first time tonight. Six-point Auburn lead. Duke ball. In the right wing, it's Flag. Picked up by Tahad Pettiford. About an 8-inch difference in height. Flag, left wing for Foster. Shot clock at 15 for Duke. Foster just left side, now top of the key. Drives to the free throw line. Lost it, and a whistle and a foul on Tahad Pettiford.
The extreme pressure that Auburn's putting on the wings, Duke is unable to be able to make passes. So right now they're putting the ball on the floor and driving it to the basket, and the Tigers must stop fouling because that's scoring when you're behind and the clock not moving is the key to catching up.
It is one of the keys that Bruce Pearl talked about, defending without fouling. Auburn has already been called for 4 fouls. Duke has yet to be called for a foul. And Foster is back at the line for 2. And the free throw is good. 6-0 run right now by the Blue Devils. Cuts the lead to 5. He can cut the lead to 4 right here.
They've already got 5 free throws this early in this game. Being at the free throw line is not good.
He missed the second free throw, run down by Denver Jones for Auburn. Tigers have gone nearly 3 minutes without scoring after jumping out to a 13-2 lead. 13-8 Tigers. Tahad Pettiford way out of the wing. Further down the wing, Miles Kelly. At the top, Chris Jones. Left wing, Denver Jones. Denver underneath for Pearl, or for Janai Broome, and it's knocked out of bounds. Auburn ball in front of the Duke bench. Moore, Jones, Kelly, Broome, and Pettiford. Now Chad Baker-Mazara comes in, replacing Miles Kelly in the Auburn lineup. And Chad Baker will trigger down the left sideline.
Duke has picked up their defensive pressure. It's made it a little bit harder for the Tigers to execute their offense.
Knipple will shadow Chad Baker, inbound to Janai. Between the circles, Tahad Pettiford. Shot clock at 7. Right wing, Chad Baker. On the right wing, foot was on the line. It's a 2, but that stops the 7-0 run by Duke. And Auburn leads it 16-8. Flag up the floor for the Blue Devils. Skip pass left wing. Foster penetrates to the hole, up and under and in.
They're just putting the ball, they're spreading the floor, playing a 5-out offense, and then putting it on the deck and just driving to the basket.
16-10, Auburn on top. 12:42, first half. Moore, low post intended for Jones, and it was triggered out of bounds by Malik Brown. Auburn ball. Out of bounds baseline right with 18 to shoot. Auburn 60% from the field, Duke 33%. And Isaiah Evans is in, a 6'6 freshman, replacing Con Knipple, another of their outstanding freshmen.
This is one of the places that Auburn really excels, underneath out of bounds.
Inbound Chad Baker-Mazara, right side of the lane, outside the arc at the top. Head fake at 3, penetrates, drives, kicks it to the corner. Chris Moore 3, in and out. Rebound fought for, and it comes to Malik Brown for Duke.
It was a good look, it just didn't go down.
Proctor out on the left wing, rather Foster. Inside the arc for Brown. Ball deflected into the corner. Flag. Up, no. Rebound, Broome. Had it, lost it, got it back. Gets pushed to the floor, and that's going to be a foul on Duke. Their first of the night. I think it's going to go against number 18, Mason Gillis.
That's correct.
First foul on Gillis, and the first foul against Duke. Auburn 15, Duke 10. 12-14 first half of play. Auburn basketball with Jones, Pettiford, Chad Baker-Mazara, Janai Broome, and Chris Moore on the floor for Auburn.
It's a big possession right here, Andy. You got 12-14 on the clock. You got a media timeout under 12. Execute, get a good basket, and be able to regroup at the timeout.
Pettiford, Jones, inside the arc, Brown, or rather Broome, ball deflected out of his hand and out of bounds. Auburn will have 21 to shoot, baseline left. Can't be surprised that they're knocking the ball away as much as they are right now. It's kind of the MO for Duke.
Baseline out of bounds again for the Tigers.
Broome outside the arc, left wing. Spins to the baseline. Backs his way. Left side of the lane. Spins. Turnaround jumper off the glass. He didn't get it. Rebound weak side. Cooper flag. Up the floor for Foster for Duke. Foster. Flag. Off the right side. Inside the arc. Picks up the dribble. Foster top of the circle. Off the left side with a pass for Gillis. Gillis on the wing for Evans. Top of the circle. Off the right wing. Ball deflected out of bounds. That's Auburn ball. Off the hand of Caleb Foster, and we've got a timeout. 11:37 in the first. Auburn 15, Duke 10. Auburn basketball brought to you by Auburn Opelika Tourism. Start your next visit to the Plains at aotourism.com. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Download the new and improved Auburn Game Day app. It's fully customizable to your interests with the new My Auburn tab. Plus, buy tickets, skip concession lines, be a part of game day giveaways, shop the latest Auburn gear, and get live in-game scoring. Plus, listen to every broadcast from the Auburn Sports Network, even when multiple games are happening simultaneously on the official mobile app of Auburn Athletics, the Auburn Game Day app. Download it now.
Nobody beats Cook's Pest Control when it comes to the superior protection against unwanted pests and termites. Cook's knowledgeable and courteous technicians are expertly trained to get the job done right, guaranteed. Protect your home and business with pest control you can trust. Call Cook's today for your free quote or to schedule a free on-site inspection. Cook's Pest Control.
Looky, 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 here comes Cookie, Cook's Pest Control.
Recognized by Newsweek as one of America's best maternity care hospitals, East Alabama Health provides comprehensive treatment for mothers and babies throughout Auburn, Opelika, and the East Alabama region. And starting with the 2024 football season, we're pleased to partner with Auburn Athletics to provide a special Aubie blanket to each baby born at our hospital through a program we call Tiger Tots. For all your maternity care needs, trust the experts at East Alabama Health.
Brad Law in the Auburn Sports Network studios. Let's update the Yellowwood scoreboard. 3 other games in progress now. Mississippi State off to a red-hot start at home against 18th-ranked Pitt. Bulldogs lead the Panthers 27-11. About 8 minutes gone by in that matchup. Texas and NC State going back and forth in Raleigh. Wolfpack over the Horns 25-24. Same distance, about 8 minutes gone by. And Vanderbilt with an early double-digit lead at Virginia Tech. Doors over the Hokies 26-16. Let's get you back to Cameron Indoor Stadium. Duke started the game on a 13-2 run. Since then, after the John Shire timeout, Blue Devils have outscored Auburn 8-2. So we send it back now to the voice of the Tigers, Andy Burcham, and Coach Randall Dickey. 11:37 to go in the first half. Tigers lead at 15-10. Andy?
That turnover going into the timeout break, that throw off the right side that deflected off the hand of Caleb Foster. The first turnover for either team in this ball game.
It's been a really clean game as far as in that respect. The thing that happened on that second segment, when we substituted, we never really got back in and ran and executed our offense very well. Really never got the ball. We took Miles Kelly, had the hot hand, had 8 early. Hasn't really gotten a shot since then. But the biggest thing is Duke changed their offense. They went to a 5-out. The pressure Auburn was putting on Duke, they made them spread out and started driving the basketball. Auburn let them drive. They fouled twice on a shot, got to the free throw line, had 2 offensive rebounds for stickbacks, and that changed the game.
We are high atop Cameron Indoor Stadium along with the home radio crew and the TV folks here tonight. It's a great vantage point. And this is a packed house of 9,314 and probably plus a couple more for the number 2 against number 9.
It's a bit warmer in here than outside also.
Yes. J.P. Pegues checks in for Auburn. Cheney Johnson back into the lineup as well for the Tigers. Denver Jones almost to midcourt for Janai Broome. Puts around to man his butt, drives to the floor, or drives to the basket, gets fouled on the drive. Boy, he made a nice move to get around Malik Brown, and Duke had to foul Broome heading to the basket for a dunk.
That's one thing Auburn did then. The same thing Duke did previously. The pressure Duke is putting on Auburn as far as making passes, they're spreading the floor. opened up the driving lane for Broome. Get us 2 free throws, kind of get us scoring back again.
Janai 61% from the line this season. First free throw for Janai is good. 4 straight double-doubles coming into this one for Janai. Make that 5 straight. 65 in his career, 28 of those at Auburn. Chris Moore in, Chaney Johnson out for Auburn.
And one big positive late is percentage does not reflect it just yet, but really lately he's really made free throws down the stretch.
Maluach is back in, the 7'2 freshman, replacing Malik Brown in the low post. 16-10 Auburn. Broome's free throw is airborne. He missed it long. And the rebound is tied up. Moore tied up the Duke player. Duke comes out of it, though. Flag to Foster up the floor for the Blue Devils. Foster picked up by Denver Jones. Auburn leads it by 6. Duke ball. 11:09, first half of play at Cameron Indoor. Flag, left wing, 3 ball in the air. Evans, good.
Duke finally got it on the rotation. They opened the floor up and then set a down screen for an open 3.
That's the lead in half, 16-13 Auburn. 10:51 in the first half for Evans, his 8th 3 of the year. Chris Moore, off the left side, Broome falling down but maintains his balance. Moore out at the top, Denver Jones, 10 to shoot for Auburn. Screen from Broome, splits defenders, kicks it to the corner. J.P. Pegues for 3, didn't get it. Broome had a hand on it, comes right back to J.P. Now Denver, shot clock at 15. At the top, Janai for 3, didn't get it. Rebound flag for Duke.
Get back and find your man.
5 rebounds already for Cooper Flag. He pops a 3 to tie it, didn't get it. Weak side rebound, J.P. Pegues. Across midcourt, right-hand dribble. Near the wing, at the top, Chris Moore. Stop and pop 3. Nope, long. Rebound. And a foul underneath against Janai Broome, apparently. Yep.
He was jockeying for position, trying to get the offensive rebound then, and just bumped into his man.
That's the 5th foul against Auburn in the first half. Duke has been whistled for 1. Knipple in. Mason Gillis out for Duke. Auburn by 3, 16-13. With 10:02 to go in the first half of play, Duke with the ball. Auburn has missed its last 5 shots and has only completed 1 of its last 9 and has gone 3 minutes and 4 seconds without a field goal. Duke ball, Foster to Flag at the top, picked up by Moore.
Auburn continues to switch defensively.
Maluach at the top, Foster. Drives down the left side of the lane to the hole. He banked it in. 1 point Auburn lead.
The Duke is outstanding. Put the ball on the deck, driving to the basket. They've got good, strong bodies, and they can finish at the basket.
Pegues, right sideline. Chad Baker-Mazara, a screen from Cardwell. Pull-up jumper. Yes, and a foul! How did he even get the shot off, Randall Dickey?
Absolutely remarkable there. What concentration Mazara had on finishing that shot.
Sliding to his left was fouled, maintained his balance, and knocked it home from 15 feet and a chance for an and 1.
You know, every once in a while you get lucky, and the more you believe in luck, the more you have it.
Knipple whistled for the foul, his first. And Chad Baker-Mazara, a career 87% free throw shooter, at the line for the and 1. Lefty out of the Dominican Republic. Free throw is in the air. It's good.
Beautifully done. What a 3-point play to pick the Tigers up. Gives us a chance to get into our full court press.
19-15 Duke. Knipple will bring the ball. He leaves for Foster, who will bring the ball up the floor. Flag, a rest on the bench for Duke right now. Foster at the left wing. Picked up by Moore in a switch. He drives. Underneath. Turnaround fadeaway. Didn't get it. Rebound on the floor. Comes to Miles Kelly. Ahead to Chad Baker-Mazara. Auburn by 4 and with the ball. CBM left wing. Between the legs dribble. Out to the top. J.P. Pegues. 20 to shoot for Auburn. Pegues. Bounce pass. Cardwell. Couple dribbles with the left hand. Leaves for Pegues out at the top. Shot clock at 12. Left wing. 3 ball. Miles. Good.
Got to get him the ball. He is on fire, and his wrist looks great. He's making baskets, and that net just tickled the twine.
3 threes on the night for Miles Kelly. Auburn 22. Duke 15. A 6-0 run by the Tigers. Knipple works on Chad Baker-Mazara. Off the left wing, wide open three, Evans. Yep.
That cannot happen. Anytime that you're in the switching defense, you must communicate with your teammates.
There wasn't anyone within 10 feet of him.
Two guys took the same guy. They did not talk. They didn't switch properly.
22-18 Auburn. Cardwell, left-handed pass for J.P. Pegues near midcourt. Now Miles, head fake for a long three, didn't take it. 12 to shoot. Back to Pegues. 9 to shoot, Pegues. Screen from Cardwell. Pegues picks it up. Left wing Chris Moore. Back to Pegues. 4 to shoot. Pegues down the lane to the hole. Running one-hander, didn't get it. Rebound Duke basketball. Knipple up the floor at the right sideline. Knipple down the lane. In the lane. Underneath. Kicks it to the corner. Wide open Evans, another three. Good.
Evans has got hot. He's back-to-back three-point shots. The Tigers have got to have a timeout right here.
7:39 to go. Isaiah Evans has come off the bench for 3 threes for Duke, and his last has cut the lead to 1. 7:39 in the first half. Auburn 22, Duke 21. Stay tuned. Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
It's a great decade to get vaccinated. Many children and adults with delayed vaccination during the pandemic are still behind schedule. It is crucial that we take the steps to get everyone back on track with their routine immunization. Children and teens can still catch up on their vaccinations even if they start late. Make sure you and your family are up to date on all recommended vaccines, including respiratory virus vaccine. Let's all do our part to get back on track. Don't wait. Vaccinate. For more information, visit alabamapublichealth.gov/IMM.
You sit in traffic now, but later, there's an ice cold reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. You've earned this rich golden lager with a crisp, refreshing taste. Because you know, all your patience is paid out in gold. You remain calm through honks, bumper to bumper, and people yelling. Come on, move! You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Let's huddle up and make things happen with the only cards for the Plains. The Auburn University Regions Visa Debit Card and prepaid Regions Now Card. They're a win for your wallet and a big war eagle, whether you're purchasing stuff for game day or every day. Want to go all in on confidently showing your Tiger pride? Order your card now at regions.com/GoTigers. Regions, official bank of the SEC. Member FDIC. Terms, conditions, and fees apply.
The Alabama Department of Public Health reminds you, don't wait, vaccinate. Stay current on all vaccines. Visit alabamapublichealth.gov/IMM to learn more.
7:39 to go in the first. 3 threes off the bench for Isaiah Evans has cut the lead to 1. Auburn 22, Duke 21. Take on game day with the great taste of Coke Zero Sugar. Is it the best Coke ever? You try and decide. Coming up at the half, Brad Law, the rundown on the rest of the ACC SEC Challenge. Auburn jumped out to a 13-2 lead here at Duke. The Bull Devils have come back and cut the lead to 1. 22-21.
Duke has picked up their pressure defensively. It's made Auburn have to work a little bit harder offensively. The biggest thing, the difference is there have been about 4 or 5 50-50 balls. At least 4 of those Duke came up with that the Tigers could have had just as well, and they've capitalized on all of them. And then the hot hand on the switch. If you're going to switch man-to-man defense, you must communicate. And two guys can't take one guy and leave one wide open, especially with this team in Duke.
And the last 2 times they've done that, Isaiah Evans has been open by 5 to 10 feet. And, buddy, that's a layup.
Well, that's
to this
sure.
Duke ball club.
You know, he was the #1 player in North Carolina last year. He's certainly a 5-star recruit. 247 Sports and ESPN as well. The 2023-24 McDonald's All-American. Those are guys you cannot give open looks. Those are guys you got to make earn their way, and we have not done that.
Before we get back to action, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Auburn Sports Network. Janai Broom, Tahad Pettiford, Miles Kelly, Denver Jones, and Dylan Cardwell, the Auburn 5. Sion James, Kamen Maulach, Tyrese Proctor, Knipple, and Evans, the 5 for Duke. 1 point Auburn lead. Miles Kelly, right wing, Janai Broom. Gets a lane to the basket, drives, and scores with the left hand.
Beautiful set play out of a timeout. A great call by the coaches. They put Kelly and Broom on the same side, which are the 2 best players right now going for Auburn.
Auburn by 3, 24-21. Duke basketball, Knipple between the circles. Picked up by Broom. Left wing, wide open 3 ball. Isaiah Evans, he missed it. Weak side rebound, though. Sion James up for the shot, and he's fouled. Auburn didn't box out on the weak side. And Auburn still having trouble guarding Isaiah James on the wing. Fortunate he didn't knock down his 4th 3 of the night.
Well, they're making a big, long run. Duke they start in one wing and the other wing, and they cross along the baseline, and Auburn is not communicating on that switch, and that's leaving Evans wide open. But the unfortunate thing, he finally missed, but we didn't retrieve the ball off the glass.
Sion James got the rebound, went back up, a 93% free throw shooter at the line for a couple. The first is good. He transferred to Duke from Tulane, where he was twice named the AAC Sportsmanship Award winner.
He's got an outstanding looking athlete. He's big, he's wide, really strong, kind of a undersized power forward.
Pettiford, by the way, was called for the foul, his 2nd. Free throw good as it rattles in for Sion James. Cuts the lead back to 1, 24-23. Pettiford up the floor for the Tigers.
They're going to continue to keep Kelly and Broom on the same side to try to run something to be a hard matchup.
Pettiford, Miles at the top, 12 to shoot. Drives to the right wing, behind the back dribble. Top of the circle, Pettiford. 6 to shoot Auburn. Pettiford, ball batted away, 5 to shoot, Taha. He'll pop a logo 3. Banked up, missed it. And the rebound to Flagg on the break for Duke. Flagg, a chance to take the lead for the first time tonight. On the wing, 3 ball, left wing, good, Isaiah Evans.
I think we've got a chance to see the speed and the athleticism of Duke that time as they raced the ball down the floor, created an open 3 in transition.
26-24 Duke, Isaiah Evans with 4 threes. Broom outside the arc, left side. Ball batted out of his hands from behind by Malik Brown. Janai contends he's not just getting all ball. I don't think he's going to get that call much tonight.
Well, the advice I think the coaches will give Janai is he cannot expose the basketball. You've got to keep the basketball close to your body.
Inbound free throw line, Kelly back underneath for Janai. Got bumped, put it up, missed it. Rebound tap up by Auburn. That was Cardwell. And did Auburn get called for the foul?
Cardwell fouled on the offensive rebound.
Second foul on Dillon.
Team foul number 7, the Blue Devils are in the bonus.
That puts Duke at the free throw line again.
That's the 7th foul against Auburn. Duke has been called for 3. And Cooper Flagg at the line to shoot a 1 and bonus for Duke. The Blue Devils lead 26-24. I think Auburn thought when that ball was on the floor, had the ball, that's Auburn shooting free throws. Instead, it's Duke shooting free throws.
I think Broom got fouled on the one-on-one play.
Agreed.
He just didn't get the call.
Flagg at the line for 2, 71%. Free throw is in the air, it's good. Duke by 3, 27-24. 6:04 to go in the first half of play. Flagg not only the number 1 high school player of the year coming out, they expect him to be the number 1 pick in the NBA draft this spring.
Well, he had a great showing last summer against the NBA Olympic run.
He has 6 points and 7 rebounds in the first half. Duke by 4, 28-24. Pettiford at the top of the circle. Down the left side of the lane to the basket off the glass. He didn't get it. Rebound tapped, and it comes to James. Ahead to Flagg. Left side Evans, another 3. No. Rebound Broom had it. Ball deflected back out. Flagg at the top.
Another offensive rebound.
Yeah. Underneath, Brown against Kelly, and he missed it. Tapped it up and in.
Second opportunities is hurting the Tigers right now. And their lack of execution on the offensive end in scoring.
6 offensive rebounds in the first half for Duke, up by 6, 30-24. 5:13 first half of play, a 9-0 run for the Blue Devils. Cardwell, bounce pass underneath, barely got to Denver Jones, back out to the top for Pettiford. Shot clock at 7. Step back 3, ball to Hod. Yes! Boy, Auburn needed that one.
It sure does. That's a good thing. Tahad has got a really good clock in his head. He saw the shot clock going down and just rose up and knocked the shot down.
30-27 Duke, 4:49 first half of play. Flag between the circles. Underneath, wide open. Foster up short. Got his own rebound. Up, no, but a foul on Broom. Second foul on Janai.
That's another offensive rebound that we fouled on. Puts Duke at the free throw line again. We are just not moving quick to the basketball to retrieve the ball off the glass.
And it will put Sion James back at the line. Excuse me, not Sion James. Tyrese Proctor at the line to shoot 2. Duke 30, Auburn 27. A 9-3 run by the Blue Devils. And Bruce Pearl talked about this in his pregame report, brought to you by Ford. You cannot foul while playing defense, and that's what Auburn has done in this first half. Free throw is good by Proctor. Broom has 2 fouls. Pettiford has 2 fouls. Cardwell with 2 fouls, and Chaney Johnson with 2.
We've got to get through this first half. All of our big guys have 2.
Right. Everybody has 2 fouls.
Now it's the time you got to play smarter, but you've got to play better position defense that puts you in a better rebounding position.
Proctor's second free throw is good. The 11-3 run by Duke. Blue Devils by 5. 4:38 in the first. Pettiford, right sideline. Chad Baker. Chaney off the right side. Broom outside the arc. Pettiford straight away 3. Yes.
That's from a different area code right there, Andy. That was deep, and he has really back-to-back threes carrying the Tigers offensively.
Cut the lead to 2 with 4:16 in the first. Duke 32, Auburn 30. Duke basketball. Proctor between the rings, picked up by Chaney Johnson. To Knipple at the right wing, guarded by Chad Baker. Knipple, top of the circle. Left wing, 3 ball in the air, in and out. Rebound comes to Pettiford. Auburn on the break. Pettiford down the left side of the lane, off the glass. Strong missed it. Rebound tapped up and in. Holy cow! What a shot by Chaney Johnson, and he's fouled going to the floor.
Chaney has an unbelievable nose for the basketball off the rebound, but what a speed dribble by Pettiford to get the ball up on the glass.
An opportunity for a 3-point play in the lead again. We're tied at 32. 3:55 to go in the first. Auburn and Duke. Stay tuned. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Hey, this is Kevin Tutto, owner of Baumhauer's Victory Grill in Auburn. It's finally fall and football is here. Come check out one of our 77 TVs and watch your favorite team while enjoying hot wings and cold beer. Wanting to support your Auburn Tigers? Well, come join us each and every Monday for Tiger Talk as Coach Freeze joins us live in-house to discuss all things Auburn football. We also have every NFL game for the entire season with the NFL Sunday Ticket. Don't forget Thursday nights and Monday Night Football. Baumhauer's Victory Grill, your football headquarters this fall. 2353 Big Creek Road, exit 57 on I-85. War Eagle.
This is Coke Zero Sugar. Could I be the best Coke ever? Listen closely. Hear those bubbles? That mouth-watering waterfall? Delicious. Ice cold. And zero sugar. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
Hi, this is Coach Hugh Freeze. Tackle game day with the irresistible taste of Coke Zero Sugar. Is it the best Coke ever? Try and decide. War Eagle.
Yellowwood knows that a 5-star backyard is the place to make lasting memories. Like cookouts. Cornhole with friends. Ooh, a neighborhood potluck with your wife's pasta salad. The one with the feta. Oh, sorry. Or taking a nap on your deck in a hammock. Naps are memories. I love naps. For 5-star backyards and the most memorable experiences, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine.
Brad's bringing
Doesn't
it out.
have that yellow tag? You don't want it.
Brad Law back in the Auburn Sports Network studios. Coming up at Conecuh halftime, we will check scores from around the SEC. Right now, SEC teams have either won or are leading every other game in the SEC-ACC Challenge outside of our game, which is tied, and Kentucky's loss last night. Incredible. Outside the SEC, you got the Big 12 Big East battle going on. Creighton leads top-ranked Texas, and you got a top 10 battle in Ames between Iowa State and Marquette. We'll update all of those scores, plus an extensive look around Auburn athletics, including a recap of National Signing Day, women's basketball preview, plus the stats from the first 20 minutes. It's an active Conecuh halftime coming up. Still 3 minutes and 55 seconds of exciting game action to go. Auburn and Duke tied at 32. Once again, the voice of the Tigers, Andy Burcham, and Coach Randall Dickey.
All right, Brad, thank you. You can find your piece of paradise on the Alabama Gulf Coast with Mindy Jones of Remax Paradise. Visit MindyAtParadise.com. Well, a couple guys coming off the Auburn bench. DeHod Pettiford, who hit 2 straight threes for Auburn, and Chaney Johnson with a rebound, fall down layup and a chance for a three-point play on the foul by Tyrese Proctor. Have tied it, and Chaney can give Auburn the lead right here.
That's for sure. And all that was created by defensive rebounding that turned into a transition offense. It showed the speed dribble by Pettiford. Great follow-up rebound by Chaney Johnson. I call them the double sparks off the bench because they have really sparked us here in the last 7 or 8 trips down the floor. The Tigers offensively are doing much, much better, but we've got to find Isaiah Evans offensively for Duke and get him under control.
Duke has out-rebounded Auburn 19-13 in the first half. That includes 7 offensive rebounds for Duke. That has turned into 8 points, second chance points.
I think that's the biggest negative that Auburn's had, is giving up the offensive rebounds in this first half.
Chaney Johnson at the line for the and one, playing in the 130th collegiate game here tonight. Free throw in the air by Chaney. It's good. And Auburn takes the lead. He'll come out. Chris Moore comes in.
Yeah, we're going to extend our defense. They're going to save Chaney a little bit because he's got 2 fouls with less than 4 minutes to go. They're still pressing, making it hard for Duke to get the ball inbounds.
Knipple off the inbound. Right back to Caleb Foster across midcourt for Duke. 33-32 Auburn. 6-0 run by the Tigers. Malik Brown, skip pass. Cooper Flagg. Drives, pull-up jumper, missed it. Tap up and missed. Rebound Miles Kelly for Auburn.
Good defensive rebound right there. Turns into transition offense by Pettiford.
Pettiford waits for the numbers now. Backs up near midcourt. Auburn by a point. 3:26 in the first. DeHod. Down the right side, Chad Baker. At the top, Broom, left wing, Miles Kelly. Top of the circle, DeHod. 10 to shoot. DeHod backs it up, gets a screen, loses the ball, a steal. Tyrese Proctor drives and dunks it.
That was a busted play right there, and then Pettiford just doesn't have the trips down the floor, kind of got caught up in the panic of it, and then lost the ball.
Duke by a point, 34-33. Pettiford at the top, Chris Moore. Left wing, Janai Broom. Broom working there against Proctor. That's a size mismatch, and Proctor, who reached in 3 times, shouldn't have the 3rd time he got called for the foul. Second foul on Tyrese Proctor. He'll come out, but that means Isaiah Evans with 4 threes is back in.
Out of this first 17 minutes, the coaches warned the players today about Duke constantly reaching, constantly slapping at the ball, constantly using their hands, and that's the first time we've got a call on that.
Denver Jones replaces DeHod Pettiford. Chris Moore will trigger baseline left, 20 to shoot. Lobs it for Chad Baker-Mazar. Out at the top. Low post pass for Janai. Into the lane. Spins with the left hand off the glass. It's short. Brown got the rebound. Outlet to Caleb Foster. Races forward for Duke. Right wing, 3 ball. Evans,
They're just not doing a good enough job. Defensive transition. Even if you miss a layup and then give up a 3-point
That's 5 threes in the first half for Evans. Duke by 4, 37-33. 2:22 in the first half. Right wing, Chad Baker-Mazara. Dribbles it back with the left hand. He stops and pops 3. Good.
Good look, he came right through it. That's a nice job by Mazara.
11 for Chad Baker-Mazara. Cuts the lead back to 1, 37-36. Knipple. Caleb Foster. Up the floor for Duke. 2 minutes to go in the first half. Duke by a point. Foster to Flagg between the circles. Picked up there by Moore. Left wing, Isaiah Evans. Works to the baseline. Ball stripped out of there. There's a steal. Auburn numbers the other way. Chad Baker-Mazara underneath Broom. Bad pass. And here is flag the other way for Duke. Up the sideline. 3 ball. Foster in the air. Yes.
When you make a mistake and turn it over, Duke takes advantage of it. Negative, that's a 5-point play. 2 for us for the layup and a 3 for them on the 3-point shot.
40-36 Duke, a minute 24 to go in the first half. Denver Jones, top of the circle, Broom, left wing for Miles Kelly. Screen from Broom, gets free. Free throw line, down the lane, off the glass with the left hand. I think it was blocked. Here's Duke the other way. Cooper Flag at the right wing, skip pass, wide open. Caleb Foster 3, no, short. Rebound, Knipper. Out to the wing, Evans, head fake at 3. Free throw line, wrap around underneath for Brown. Wide open, Evans in the left corner. Yes.
He is on fire, and he is finding himself wide open.
6 threes in the first half for Isaiah Evans. Duke 43, Auburn 36. 43 seconds in the first. At the top, Moore. Left wing, Miles Kelly. A 3 ball for Miles. Missed it. Rebound, a flag for Duke. They can almost work for a final shot here.
Yeah, Auburn's a little bit out of character. Not working the basketball from side to side. Kind of quick shooting it and not taking open shots.
21 seconds in the first half. Shot clock at 13 for Duke. Leads Auburn by 7, 43-36. Flag off the left side. Works on Moore. Pushed off of him. Shoots and missed it. Rebound Chris. 8 seconds to go in the first half. Ahead, Chad Baker-Mazar. Down to 5. Right corner. Broom. 3. No. Rebound comes to Flag, and the first half comes to a close. Duke closed the first half on a 6-0 run. And at the break of the ACC-SEC Challenge at Cameron Indoor Stadium, Duke leads Auburn 43-36. Time now for Conecuh halftime, and here is Brad Law.
All right, Andy, thank you very much. Duke shoots 36% as a team from distance. Blue Devils shot 46+% in the first half. Both teams made 7 threes. Duke made 1 more overall field goal. Blue Devils were +5 at the free throw line. They had 5 more makes and 7 more attempts than did the Tigers, and as a result, they lead it by 7. Auburn got off to the fast start. We'll go through more of it a little bit later on in Conecuh halftime. We'll start with a check of the Yellowwood scoreboard. 3 other games going on right now in the SEC-ACC Challenge. They have started the second half in Starkville, where Mississippi State is shredding the 18th-ranked Pittsburgh defense. Bulldogs lead the Panthers 49-25. Red-hot start from Mississippi State as they try to go to 7-1 on the season. They're about to start the second half in Raleigh, where Texas leads a volleyball match. It's what it's looked like over NC State. These teams have seesawed back and forth. Longhorns over the Wolfpack 33-31. They're also at the half in Blacksburg, where Virginia Tech went on a little run to close the first half, but Vanderbilt still leads 39-34. Virginia Tech trying to halt a 4-game losing skid. Earlier tonight, it was 10th-ranked Alabama hammering number 20 North Carolina at the Dean Dome, 94-79. Mark Sears with 20 points to lead the way for the Crimson Tide. They get to 7-2 on the season, and their first win away or on a road floor. Also tonight, it was 13th-ranked Florida beating Virginia 87-69. Top 25 scores outside the SEC tonight. It's the Big 12 Big East battle, and number 1 Kansas is on the ropes. The Jayhawks are in Omaha to take on Creighton, and the Jays are on top there by double figures, 65-54, with 7 minutes and 59 seconds to go. So Kansas will have to come back from a double-digit deficit to avoid its first loss of the season. Earlier today, it was number 25 UConn beating 15th-ranked Baylor, 76-72 in Stores. And they've just gone final in Ames, where 6th-ranked Iowa State leads throughout the second half and knocks off number 5 Marquette, 81-70. Marquette falls for the first time this year. Iowa State improves to 6-1. Cyclones' only loss this year remains to Auburn in the Maui Invitational. Also from the top 25, 16th-ranked Memphis was a winner over Louisiana Tech, 81-71. Auburn started the game on a 13-2 run. Duke was able to bounce back quickly and answer in a very loud fashion, almost exclusively due to Isaiah Evans shooting off the bench. He is 6 of 8 from the floor, all from long range. He has 18 points, and Duke leads it 43-36 at Conecuh halftime. We'll take a look around Auburn athletics when we return. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
This is Coke Zero Sugar. Could I be the best Coke ever? Listen closely. Hear those bubbles? That mouth-watering waterfall? Delicious. Ice cold. And zero sugar. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
Hi, this is Coach Hugh Freeze. Tackle game day with the irresistible taste of Coke Zero Sugar. Is it the best Coke ever? Try and decide. War Eagle.
Here's a clip from a recent Talking Tigers podcast with Andy Burcham.
Jason Campbell.
I think the biggest thing that happened for this program was everybody put their egos to the side. Going into our senior year, Coach Nall went back to O-line coach. Coach Iseminger goes to tight end coach. And Al Borges comes in as the quarterback coach and then the new offense coordinator. But our staff stayed together. So the part that we didn't have to relearn everybody, the main person that had to make an adjustment was me, the quarterback. So the one thing Coach Borges told me first got here, he said, you have all the skills and talent to be as good as anyone in the nation. He said, you need more opportunities. And he said, and I need to just let you play and not worry about making mistakes. When he told me that, it was like the whole weight just came off my back.
A new episode of the Talking Tigers podcast is released every Monday, wherever you listen to podcasts. Like and subscribe to the Talking Tigers podcast, only from the Auburn Sports Network.
The Southeastern Conference. It's the land of legends, the places, the faces, and moments.
And he's going for it. It's a touchdown!
We've seen the confetti fall again and again. We're not done. It's time for the next generation to make their mark and go from 14 deep to 16 strong. It's a whole new ball game in the SEC, and it just means more.
You're listening to Conecuh Halftime at Cameron Indoor Stadium. Auburn trails Duke in this top 10 battle, the final game, one of the final games in the SEC-ACC Challenge. Tigers trail by 7 at the break, 43-36. First time Tigers have trailed at halftime since the Iowa State game to open up the Maui Invitational. Auburn was able to come back in a very big way and win that game, and that started the run to the Maui Invitational Championship. We'll see how the Tigers respond coming out of the locker room tonight. It's time for a check of Auburn athletics. That is presented by Auburn Bank, champions of you. Well, a brand new signing class, early signing period, day one today. Hugh Freeze and the Auburn football team welcome 25 new signees to the class. Full coverage available at wareagleplus.com and by following Auburn football on all the social media outlets, and lots of good information about these new players and a consensus top 10 class, one of the top 3 or 4 classes in the SEC coming in. Hugh Freeze, in part, thanked the Auburn fans for their role in landing such a highly regarded class.
One of the things that I think was most critical was the excitement of our fans, even going through a difficult season. Them continuing to support our team and show these recruits and their families that Auburn love and Auburn family is real. It's not fake. It's not pretend. And for them to continue to stick with us, and I know you lose some battles and you win some. That happens every year. But for us our vision here is very clear. And I think today is a sign that people see it. Good players see it. Their families see it. It's validation in a way that we're on the right track, even though we had a disappointing season. And so we're just thrilled to kind of finish this off and let's get these guys here and continue to change our roster.
Auburn was able to get the signatures of most of the top-rated prospects in the state of Alabama. Go to auburntigers.com and view the National Signing Day Central page for comprehensive coverage of this recruiting class. Again, that's at auburntigers.com. Women's basketball is on the road for its next matchup. Britt Bowen is back to give us a preview.
Thanks, Brad. The Tigers arrive in Charlottesville for the final leg of a 3-week, 6-game road swing. Auburn is 5-3, number 43 in the net. coming off 2 wins and a loss to Kansas in the final day of the Paradise Jam. The Tigers are in the top 30 nationally in scoring defense, turnover margin, and turnovers forced per game. Deanna Gaston is 6th in the SEC, averaging 19 points. Virginia returns home 6-3, going 1-2 in the Puerto Rico shootout. The Cavaliers are 10th in the country in rebounding and 14th in block shots. Kymora Johnson is the top scorer, averaging 18 points per game. Virginia is 0-1 against the SEC, losing 95-51 to Oklahoma in early November. The Tigers and Cavs tip off tomorrow night at 5 p.m. Central. I'll have the call at 4:45 on ESPN 106.7 and the Auburn Tigers app. Brad, back to you.
All right, Britt, thank you very much. Then at 6 tomorrow, we have Tiger Talk for you. The show returns to Thursday nights for a couple of shows in December. And we'll take a couple of weeks break for the holidays and then come back in January. Again, Tiger Talk back to Thursdays starting tomorrow at 6 Central. Men's basketball trails Duke at the half, 43-36. Numbers when we come back. That's when Conecuh Halftime continues in a moment.
This is Coke Zero Sugar. Could I be the best Coke ever? Listen closely. Hear those bubbles? That mouth-watering waterfall? Delicious. Ice cold. And zero sugar. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
Hi, this is Coach Hugh Freeze. Tackle game day with the irresistible taste of Coke Zero Sugar. Is it the best Coke ever? Try and decide. War Eagle.
Nobody beats Cook's Pest Control when it comes to the superior protection against unwanted pests and termites. Cook's knowledgeable and courteous technicians are expertly trained to get the job done right. Guaranteed. Protect your home and business with pest control you can trust. Call Cook's today for your free quote or to schedule a free on-site inspection. Cook's Pest Control.
Looky, 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 here comes Cookie, Cook's Pest Control.
Recognized by Newsweek as one of America's best maternity care hospitals, East Alabama Health provides comprehensive treatment for mothers and babies throughout Auburn, Opelika, and the East Alabama region. And starting with the 2024 football season, we're pleased to partner with Auburn Athletics to provide a special Aubie blanket to each baby born at our hospital through a program we call Tiger Tots. For all your maternity care needs, trust the experts at East Alabama Health.
You've created a comfortable home office. Now let Carrier provide the cash bonus. For a limited time, you can claim up to $1,550 in cool cash rebates on a qualified Carrier home comfort system. There's never been a better time to upgrade to year-round premium comfort and energy savings. Carrier, turn to the experts.
Right wing, Chad Baker-Mazara dribbles it back with the left hand. He stops and pops three. Good.
Good look, he came right through it. That's a nice job by Mazara.
11 for Chad Baker-Mazara. Cuts the lead back to 1, 37-36.
What a game in the first half. We had 3 lead changes, only 1 tie. It felt like a few more lead changes than that, but Auburn led throughout the first part of the first half. Tigers got out to a 13-2 lead. Duke was able to answer back. Numbers are fairly similar in a lot of categories. Those halftime numbers brought to you by the Alabama Department of Public Health. Don't wait, vaccinate. Protect yourself and others by staying current on all recommended vaccines. Visit alabamapublichealth.gov/IMM. Duke was 14 of 31 from the field, 14 of 31. Auburn, 13 of 31. Both teams were 7 of 15 from beyond the arc. Duke was 8 of 11 at the free throw line. Auburn was 3 of 4, so they were +5 there. They were also +5 on second chance points. Duke absolutely won the window war in the first half. Blue Devils with 24 rebounds to Auburn's 15. They had 8 offensive rebounds and 11 second chance points. They were also big on fast breaks. They were 10-0, were the Blue Devils, in fast break points in the first half. Isaiah Evans came off the bench. He scored 18 points on 6 of 8 shooting, all from long range. He's the only Blue Devil in double figures. Miles Kelly, Chad Baker-Mazara have 11 points apiece. Tahab Pettiford has 6. Janai Broom has 5 on just 2 of 9 shooting. He does have 3 rebounds and 2 assists to go with it. 3 points for Chaney Johnson to round out the scoring for the Tigers. It all adds up to a 7-point deficit. Once again, your score at the half. Duke 43, Auburn 36.
You've been listening to Conecuh Halftime. Conecuh is the official sausage dog and hot dog of the Auburn Tigers. Get one on your next visit to Neville Arena or make Conecuh part of your game day wherever you are. The second half is 2 minutes away. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Achilles tendonitis is often as painful as it sounds. The Orthopedic Clinic is here to help get you back on your feet without pain or stiffness. Whether caused by overuse or degeneration, Achilles tendonitis can be treated usually without surgery. But the road to recovery isn't short, so get started right away at the Orthopedic Clinic. Call for an appointment 334-749-8303 or visit theorthoclinic.com.
Southeastern Industrial Contractors offers the path to a productive and successful career for hard workers of all ages, especially young people looking to jump straight into the workforce. Southeastern Industrial Contractors is now hiring for great-paying, skilled trade positions. Managing partner Derek Harville is a proud Auburn University graduate with deep roots in the community. Give him a call at 334-209-6355 to learn more. Southeastern Industrial Contractors, 334-209-6355.
Four Seasons Federal Credit Union. Homegrown and member-owned.
For 60 years, Four Seasons Federal Credit Union has been your trusted partner in financial services. With our awesome products and services, competitive rates, and lower fees, we've helped countless members achieve their financial goals. Join us so we can help you. Accounts federally insured by NCUA. Membership eligibility required. Some restrictions apply. Ask for more details.
Big eating in Auburn and Opelika means Big Mike's Steakhouse. Famous for high-quality steaks cooked to perfection on an open-fire grill served in a relaxed, rustic atmosphere. It's happy hour at Big Mike's every Wednesday and Thursday from 4 to 6 and half off select appetizers, draft beer, and well drinks. And don't forget, a Big Mike's gift card will always be the perfect gift for big city steak in your hometown. It's Big Mike's Steakhouse in Auburn at Shigjordan Parkway and Wire Road.
Halftime at Cameron Indoor Stadium. Auburn trails Duke 43-36. So just a couple of stats just jump off the pages, Randall Dickey. Bench points, Duke 29 to Auburn's 9. Points off turnovers, Duke 5, Auburn 1. Second chance points, Duke 11, Auburn 6. And fast break points, Duke 10, Auburn nothing. But the one that more than anything else, Auburn is just getting beat up on the boards. Duke got rebounded Auburn 25-15 in the first half. That included 8 offensive rebounds.
Well, you can't give a team like Duke 8 other opportunities off offensive rebounds, because about 70% of the time on a stick back, you're going to foul. They get to the free throw line, and it just is a double whammy right there. I think the Tigers can regroup. The game changed a little bit. We stopped running their offense, stopped executing, moving the basketball. Duke changed their offense, opened it up, started driving. The Tigers started fouling a little bit, putting Duke at the free throw line. 10 fast break points, though. 3 of those were wide open, and we are not going to be able to come out of here with a win, letting those guys shoot wide open threes. We've made a hero out of Isaiah Evans already tonight, because about 4 of his shots were wide open.
I mean, not even close to it.
And so I think the communication with the players, I think the coaches have probably stressed that a little bit more. Let's get back, execute a little bit like we did the first 7 or 8, 10 trip. We were playing really, really well. We were moving the basketball from side to side. We were finding the open guy. Miles Kelly got us off to a good start. Janai was really effective around the basket, but we needed another person, and we didn't get that until Chaney Johnson and Pettifer came in and gave us a little bit of life and kind of kept us in striking distance.
Dylan Cardwell, Janai Broom, Tahat Pettifer, and Chaney Johnson, each with 2 fouls apiece. And Duke will have the ball to open the second half. This 7-point lead for Duke at the half is their largest lead. Auburn led by as many as 11 early on. Original 5, Proctor, Knipple, Flagg, Malowach, and James for Duke. Jones, Kelly, Bacon, Mazar, Cardwell, Broom for Auburn.
Set the tempo right here defensively. Let's get a shutout. Get the ball off the glass and go play Auburn basketball.
Sion James drives left side of the circle, outside the arc, gets a screen from Matawach. Wide open three, ball right side, he missed the three. Rebound Matawach into the corner for Knippel. To the wing, left side for Flagg. 9th offensive rebound for Duke tonight. We haven't seen that this season. Left wing Flagg for three, didn't get it. Rebound Broom, or rather Moore, pulls it in for Auburn. So Moore starts the second half for Auburn.
He does. That was a good rebound. Duke, we did a shutout right here. Come down and score.
Cardwell, they don't even guard him out at the top. Denver Jones inside the arc from 18, missed it. Rebound Janai, back up and in.
Good opportunity there to strike first in the second half with a second opportunity by Broom getting the offensive rebound.
That's the lead to 5. Flagg against Cardwell into the lane, a fadeaway. It's up and in.
You get the ball that deep on a player like Flagg, he gets in 6 or 8 foot of it. He just gets up over the top of it and scores.
45-38 Duke. 18:50 in the second half of play. Janai, left wing, top of the circle, Cardwell to Denver Jones. Now Miles Kelly, back to Denver. Shot clock at 13. Jones, a screen from Cardwell. Denver puts it on the floor against Flagg. Loses the ball. Out of the pack, they have a break. Knippel, wide open underneath, and a jump, and a chance for a three-point play by James.
Duke executed the fast break to perfection that time, turned it into a 2-on-1 off the turnover that the Tigers had. We've got to regroup a little bit.
Jones went down hard. They're going to take a look at this foul against Dylan Cardwell.
That could be a double negative.
Sure could.
Right there,
It sure could. It's the third foul on Dylan. It's a basket. Duke is up 9. And we could get an intentional foul, a flagrant foul, and then the and-one free throw.
That's true. And he turned it into a flagrant one, and they would get the free throws and the ball.
Yes.
He at least pursued the ball.
Yes, he
on that
did.
Play there on the replay.
He got him with the elbow in the face. I won't be at all surprised if this isn't a flagrant foul on Dylan.
Yeah.
Credit James as he was able to complete the dunk and was fouled on the play.
He has played well. James has played really, really well.
He's a grad student, a transfer from Tulane. He's originally out of Lanier High School in Sugar Hill, Georgia.
He's really a powerful forward.
Yeah.
He's athletic, can run. He's really a wide body.
He's really been playing the point for them tonight. That's how big this lineup is.
Actually took the three-point shot just the trip before. And
all right, the three officials, Ron Groover, Bill Covington Jr., and Clarence Armstrong gather. And I think this is going to be a flagrant one on Dylan Cardwell. We're at the top of this gym.
After review, the play's been upgraded to a flagrant one.
It is a flagrant one on Dylan Cardwell.
So they'll get the free throws.
And if Duke doesn't have a double-digit lead after this possession, it'll be a miracle right now.
That's true, and that's one thing you want to try to stay away from is letting them get the double-digit lead this early.
So Knippel will shoot the flagrant free throw. At least he was setting to shoot the free throw.
No,
it was Sion James that was fouled.
Yes.
He's going to be the one to take the free throw, and then Duke will have the ball out of bounds. James can make it a 10-point lead with 18:30 to go in the second half on the third foul of the night for Dylan Cardwell, who has yet to score this evening. That resulted out of a turnover by Auburn at the other end of the floor. And this could be, well, it's at least a 2-point trip down the floor. It could be as much as a 6-point trip down the floor for Duke. And Sion James is at the free throw line for the Blue Devils. Chance for the and one for the transfer from Tulane. And it's a 10-point lead for Duke. 48-38. And now James again. He missed it, which is odd. And now Duke has the ball out of bounds. Duke by 10, 18 and a half minutes to go in the second half.
They'll get the ball underneath their basket. It's imperative that the Tigers regroup, refocus, zero in on their man, and start defending more aggressively.
Knipple, the inbound to the wing for Flag. Inside the arc, now out to the top. Proctor gets a screen from Malowacz. They throw it to Malowacz, and he dunks it. 5-point trip down the floor.
Yep. They don't go to him very often, but they caught the Tigers in a little bit more of aggressive pace, spread the floor out, and then they sent him to the basket for the alley-oop.
Duke by 12, 50-38, a 5-point trip down the floor for the Blue Devils. Jones near midcourt, whistle foul. It's going to go against Proctor, and that'll be his third, I think. Yeah, they take him out, though. Then they bring in Isaiah Evans, who hit 6 threes in the first half.
Oh, no.
They will leave him in for now. They will leave Proctor in the lineup.
Sideline out of bounds play for the Tigers.
Inbound Denver Jones, right wing for underneath. Moore put it up, and that's going to be a basket interference on Malowacz. Nice pass on the back door from Chaney Johnson to Chris Moore. Cuts the lead to 10. 50-40 Duke. 17:56 in the first half, or in the second half.
Gives the Tigers a chance to full court press, try to pick up the pace defensively here.
Inbound to Knipple. Now back to Sion James. He'll walk it up the middle of the floor on the left-hand dribble across midcourt. 21 to shoot for Duke. Screen from Flag. Passes to Flag. Right side of the circle. Drives with the left hand down the lane to the basket. Good.
He just used his size over Denver that time. 6'9" against 6'4". He just took him deep, turned right around, put a 2-foot shot right over the top of him.
Double-double on the night for Flag. 52-40, Duke on top. 17:23 in the second. Chaney Johnson drives down the lane to the free throw line. Fade away from 15, missed it short. Rebound Malowacz. Out of there comes Proctor up the left side for the Blue Devils. Up by 12. Flag outside the arc. Between the legs dribble. 18-footer by Flag. No. Long rebound Duke. They lose it. It comes to Chris Moore. Ball turned over again. Down the lane. Shot is up and a foul on Auburn.
Tigers are doing some uncharacteristic things.
Yeah.
They had to retrieve off the rebound and then make an error on the throwing the ball on the outlet pass and giving Duke the opportunity for another chance at the free throw line.
Third foul on Janai Broom. Will send Sion James back to the line to shoot a couple. James 3 of 4 from the line tonight. And now 3 of 5. That was short.
Tigers just got to dig in, stay persistent of what they're doing, execute, and try to get a little bit of offense and get a little bit more confidence in their play.
James can take the lead to 13. And he missed both, and the rebound comes to Chaney Johnson. Outlet to Denver Jones. Shad Baker-Mazara back into the Auburn lineup. Auburn spreads it out offensively. Jones gets a screen. Right side of the circle, low post for Janai. Spins to the hole, put it up, missed it, got it back up and in.
Good persistence there. Janai stayed with it, got his offensive rebound, stuck it right back in.
Cuts the lead to 10 with 16:33 to go in the second. Flag between the circles. Caleb Foster runs the show. Left wing Cooper Flag, a double-double, 10 points, 10 rebounds.
They're just going to isolate him and let him go one-on-one.
Chaney Johnson, the defender for Auburn. Flag at the top. 3 ball, Cooper Flag. Nope. Long rebound in the lane, James to the hole, good.
Our defensive rebounding has gone out the door right now. We're going to have to.
That's 11 offensive rebounds tonight for Duke.
We need to get up next to our man and keep him off the offensive glass and retrieve it.
54-42 Duke. Chaney Johnson spins around Flag, who got him for the foul. Duke was looking for a hook on Chaney. Instead, it's a foul on Flag, and we've got a timeout. The experts at Sense agree with Carey to create a cool indoor retreat for heating, cooling, and insulation. Offering total comfort care for your Tiger family in East Alabama and Huntsville. Visit sensagreen.com. Carrier, turn to the experts. 15:50 to go in the second half. Duke 54, Auburn 42. Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
When the game is on the line, you want someone you can count on. At Alabama Power, we believe in consistency and having each other's back. It's our game plan to safely deliver the electricity you depend on. We give 100% to achieve 99.9% reliability. Learn how we power a better Alabama at alabamapower.com/reliable. Alabama Power is a proud supporter of the Auburn Tigers.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds, which could be life-changing. I mean, you could put that money towards concert tickets for your daughter to see that singer who sings about painful breakups. And one song will inspire your little beauty to break up with that beast she's dating, Brian. Instead, she'll date someone who's nice and worthy of her love, not someone who addresses you and your spouse as bro. And it's all because you could save money switching at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states.
Whether you're ordering wings for the game, whipping up a 7-layer dip, or ordering pizza, there's something about football that makes you want to eat. And this football season, Uber Eats has the best deals on game day food. No matter what you're craving, from 2-for-1 pizza to buy one, get one wings, Uber Eats will be dropping new deals each week, all season long. Uber Eats, official on-demand delivery partner of the NFL. Order now. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
Chick-fil-A is proud to present this broadcast of Auburn basketball. Eat more chicken and more Eagle with Chick-fil-A.
15:50 to go in the second half at Cameron Indoor Stadium in Durham. Duke leads Auburn 54-42. The Blue Devils have won the rebounding war tonight. They've out-rebounded Auburn 27-20. Offensive rebounds, 10 for Duke, 5 for Auburn. Second chance points, Duke 15, Auburn 10.
That's the difference in the game right there in this early part of this second half. The Tigers are trying really hard. They're trying to get Denver Jones, Janai Broom on the same side to create a two-man play. But the biggest thing, the Tigers have got to get the defensive boards under control, keep your man from getting to the offensive glass after the shot is taken, retrieve it, and then start playing your offensive game. Get into offensive transition, find the open player, execute. If you don't get anything in transition off initial wave, set up, execute your half-court offense, try to get a good shot every time down the floor. And the one thing the Tigers are not doing is getting to the free throw line.
You're right. Auburn right now is 3 of 4 from the line. Duke is 9 of 15. And that really isn't an indictment on the officiating tonight either, Randall.
No, we haven't really been on the attack like we usually are. And another thing is we just don't have, right now in the last 4 or 5 minutes of the first half, even going into the second half, we don't have a smooth offensive rhythm like we've seen the Tigers play.
Janai Broom has 9 points and 5 rebounds. Chad Baker-Mazar and Miles Kelly with 11 apiece. Neither have scored in the second half.
Yeah, we're going to have to find an offensive weapon.
Yeah, Tahad Pettiford, Miles Kelly, Janai Broom, Chad Baker-Mazar, and Chaney Johnson, the Auburn 5. Knipple, Brown, Flagg, James, and Foster for Duke. Auburn ball out of bounds, right sideline, just beyond the Auburn bench. 20 on the shot clock for Auburn. Inbound Broom at the top. Left side, Chad Baker-Mazar. Bounce pass, Miles Kelly. Hands back to Tahad Pettiford, shot clock at 11. Between the circles, Tahad Pettiford. Screen from Miles, out at the left wing. Gets the ball left wing, Chaney Johnson, wide open 3, no. Rebound, long rebound, tap. It comes to Tahad Pettiford for 3. Good.
There we go. Anytime you get second opportunities, the Tigers took advantage of that.
Sure did.
Pettiford knocked that shot down, and maybe he is a guy that can kind of get us going offensively.
His third 3 of the night trims the lead to 9, 54-45 Duke. Duke has made 5 of its last 7 field goals. Auburn has the lead down to 9. In the key, Brown, left side Knipple, drives on Janai, baseline left, throws it out to the top for Foster. Shot clock at 9. Foster works on Tahad to the basket. Puts it up. Oh, he missed the bunny. Rebound pulled in by Broom. Chance to cut the lead under 9. Pettiford out at the top. Backs it up on the right wing. Shot clock at 21. Screen from Janai. Crossover. Low post. Broom to the hole. Good.
Smart move by Tahad Pettiford that time. We didn't have anything on the initial fast break. Set up, run a ball screen by Broom, and he got Broom on the roll, and what a pass.
7-point Duke lead, 54-47. Duke basketball. Off the right side, Flag works on Pettiford. Skip pass. Foster, left wing. 12 to shoot for the Blue Devils. Brown to Foster straight away. Drives on Broom. Left-hand dribble. Off the left side to Flag. 3 to shoot. Down to 1. 15-footer. Good.
He is just money. He gets the ball to the paint. He's 6'9", he's long, he's got great touch. He just gets up over the top of it and shoots it in.
12 for Cooper Flag, back to a 9-point lead for Duke. 13:56 in the second. Tahad Pettiford. Pause, drives to the hole. Layup with the left hand on the reverse.
Went to one side of the rim. They closed on him. He tucked it to his chest and went to the other side of the rim and laid it in. What a play by Tahad Pettiford.
Duke the inbound to Brown, falling back out of bounds, gets it ahead to Flag. Now to James the other way for Duke. On the wing, Foster. Picked up by Pettiford. Back to a 7-point lead. 56-49 Duke. 13:30 to go in the second half. Foster between the rings for the Blue Devils. Outside the arc, 10 to shoot. 9 to shoot. Foster tied up. Chaney. Now to Flag. 6 to shoot. Flag spins. 18-footer. Nobody was fouled by Tahad Pettiford. Third foul on Tahad.
That's just a huge size mismatch. You've got Tahad.
Tahad's 6'1" and Flag is 6'9". And Flag goes to the line for 2.
Two outstanding players going at it. Tahad's got a lot of competitiveness in him. He just tried really hard, but just didn't have enough size that time.
Flag at the line for 2. Duke 9 of 15 from the line tonight. Auburn trails by 7. 13:15 to go in the second half of play. Free throw by Flag is in and out. Pettiford out. Denver Jones is in. Here comes Isaiah Evans with his 6 threes in the first half back into the lineup for Duke. He replaces Sion James. And Flag can make the lead 8 with 13:15 to go in the second half.
Maybe we figured out who's guarding him because we got to find him quickly.
Flag missed both. Rebound Broom.
This is a chance right here. The Tigers got shut out and they've scored. Maybe come down and get a good shot.
Broom at the top. Tigers trail by 7. Denver at the top. Hesitate. Drive to the hole. Put it up. It was blocked. Rebound out of there to Brown. Up the right sideline, Foster. Centers it. Left wing for Evans. Goes baseline against Broom to the hole. He missed it badly. Rebound pulled in. Chaney Johnson ahead to Denver Jones. 7-point ball game. Auburn ball. Chad Baker blows past Knipple to the hole. Gets fouled. Almost made the shot. And Chad Baker Mazzara will go to the line for a couple.
That was a good drive on the initial fast break. Passed the ball up the floor to Mazzara. He puts his on the deck. Drives hard baseline.
And Chad Baker Mazzara at the free throw line for a couple for Auburn. Trailing by 7 with 12:39 to go in the second half of play.
That's a typical hometown or home court response.
Yeah.
Players foul.
You're right. First of 2 for Chad Baker Mazzara. 11 points in the first half. 12 points in the game. Trims the lead to 6. 12:39 second half. 56-50 Duke. Here comes Mason Gillis replacing Knipple in the lineup. Gillis, a grad student out of Newcastle, Indiana, transferred in from Purdue. This is the 139th game of his career. He's played a ton. Big Ten 6th man of the year a year ago. Chad Baker knocks home both, and it's a 5-point game.
Smart time right here is solid defense by the Tigers. They're going to press.
Inbound Flag, double team, taken away, Chaney. And he was out of bounds on the sideline in front of the Auburn bench. Auburn said he got pushed. Duke keeps the basketball.
You've probably got less than...
I'll tell you what, he got rid of that ball before he went out of bounds.
You might have 3 feet don't have much room
Not
along
much.
the baseline and sidelines here at Duke.
Duke basketball. 13:50 or 35 in the second. 56-51 Duke. Auburn's trimmed the lead down to 5. It was once 12 for Duke. Flag, bounce pass, left side for Gillis. Rather, Blake Brown, excuse me. Top of the circle for Foster. Left wing picked up by Chad Baker. Foster in the lane. Up with the right hand. He didn't get it. Rebound dunk on the weak side by Blake Brown.
The Tigers allowed him to drive. He got to the paint. Broom had to help. Left the backside rebound wide open, and he flushed it in off the offensive rebound.
Duke by 6. 12 minutes to go. 7 is the lead. 58-51. Media timeout coming. Chad Baker against flag. Screen from Broom to Janai to the hole. Yes, and a foul on the play.
Beautifully done by a pick and roll. Put Mazzara with the ball. Broom set the screen and then slipped it straight to the basket, and what a pass.
Broom finishes, got fouled on the play, and we've got a timeout in the fourth. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling basketball tickets, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek, the official ticketing partner of the Tigers. Expect the expected. SeatGeek. Duke 58, Auburn 53. Janai to the line for the and one when we come back. 11:47 in the second. Stay tuned. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Hey Tiger fans, last year you helped Auburn women's basketball break attendance records in Neville Arena. Be sure to join Coach Jay and the Tigers this season. Limited reserve seating options for season tickets are on sale now. The package includes home games against Ole Miss, Texas, Texas A&M, and Mississippi State. For more information or to purchase season tickets, visit aubtix.com. Thank you for supporting Auburn women's basketball, and see you this season in Neville Arena. War Eagle.
A gift this good takes a while to unwrap. Get your best gift ever during the Toyotathon sales event before it's too late. Get 3.99% APR for 36 months on the new 2024 Toyota RAV4 Hybrid. Offer valid through January 6, 2025. Zero down for well-qualified buyers with approved credit and financing through Southeast Toyota Finance. $29.52 monthly payment for every $1,000 finance. Excludes tax, tag, registration, title, and dealer fees. See dealer for details. Toyota, let's go places.
Hi, I'm Whataburger's Breakfast on a Bun, or Bob. And I'm Bob Ranchero. We're brothers. We've both got signature sausage, fresh egg, and melty cheese. And I've got picante salsa and pickled jalapenos. I'm the spicy one. And I'm the reliable one. And I'm reliably spicy. No, being reliable is my thing. Right, and I'm spicy. Right. Reliably spicy. Oh my gosh.
Whataburger's Breakfast on a Bun, Bob Ranchero. Served 11 p.m. through 11 a.m.
Brad Law in the Auburn Sports Network studios as we check the Yellowwood scoreboard on a day where number 1 Kansas has lost to Creighton, number 5 Marquette has lost to Iowa State, number 18 Pitt is going to go down. Less than 5 minutes to go in Starkville. Mississippi State is scorching hot, shooting almost 60% for the game. Bulldogs are blowing the doors off the Panthers. It's 81-47. Meanwhile, NC State and Texas continue to go back and forth. Wolfpack lead the Longhorns 55-52 with 6 minutes to go as they go down the stretch in Raleigh. Now back to a different part of the triangle. Let's go back to Durham and Cameron Indoor Stadium. Once again, Andy Burcham and Coach Randall Dickey.
Yeah, every part of that triangle got a home game in the ACC-SEC Challenge. North Carolina State, and Duke.
Funny how things like that happens.
Huh.
It's amazing, but it's a good feeling. Tigers won 9-4 on that segment. A good positive. We're trying to get some offensive rhythm with a two-man play with Broom. Looks like it's going to be Pettifer with the ball or Mazzara with the ball. Broom sitting the high post screen around the top of the key or on the wing, screening and rolling.
Yeah, and to back up what you just said, Auburn has hit 4 of its last 5 field goals to slowly cut into this lead, which is down to 5, and Janai can cut it to 4 on this free throw after the foul, the dunk by Janai, the foul by Gillis, and an opportunity for the and one for Janai here.
Well, the thing that they got to realize doing it, they know we're going to be a good offensive team, and they know we're going to get that going. They got to sustain the defensive balance and the defensive rebounding that we've shown in that segment.
Janai Broome at the line for the and one. Chaney Johnson, Janai Broome, Miles Kelly, Denver Jones, Chad Baker-Mazara for Auburn.
It's a big stretch right here from the 11:47 mark to about the 6-minute mark. Tigers got to make a move.
Janai knocks home the free throw. The lead is down to 4. 11:47 in the second half. 58-54 Duke. Auburn presses. Inbound flag in the backcourt for the Blue Devils. He'll bring the ball up the floor. National High School Player of the Year, Cooper Flagg. Between the circles, Proctor, left wing. For Malik Brown, working on Broome. And they got Janai for his 3rd foul. Make that 4th foul. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Auburn Sports Network. That was the 3rd foul on Janai. 11 and a half minutes to go, second half. 58-54 Blue Devils. On the drive, Foster, left side of the lane, into the lane. Off the right side for Flagg, outside the arc. Foster goes baseline against Broome, up and under. He missed it. Tap up, nope, that's not going to be counted. Yeah, Malik Brown got that one on the rim. Auburn's going to get the ball back, trailing by 4. They will look at that at the next time out, but that ball was on the rim when he knocked it in. There's no question about that call.
Oh, there's not any doubt.
Yeah.
That's good for the Tigers. Another good defensive stand. Keep cutting into this lead by creating opportunities from the defensive end, switching over to the offensive 2-man play with Broome
Chad
again.
Baker underneath. Broome to the hole, dunks it with 2 hands. It's down to a 2-point game.
Tigers are really executing that pick and roll from the sideline beautifully.
58-56 Duke. 11:53 second half. Proctor. Top of the circle, Brown. Right wing, Evans. Inside the arc, Flagg against Miles. Got pushed. Made the shot, but it was on the drive to the basket.
Duke's a really smart team. When the Tigers are continuing to switch defensively, and when Miles Kelly got switched off over on Flagg, the size difference, Flagg went straight to the block and drew the foul.
Foul against Miles. Duke ball out of bounds. Maluach is back in at 7-2 on the low post, replacing Malik Brown.
You haven't mentioned it. He's got a 9'8" standing
wingspan.
reach.
Inbound to Flagg. Top of the circle, Proctor. 17 to shoot. Proctor got a screen. Off the left side at the top, Knipple 3. Nope. Rebound to Broome to Kelly. A chance for Auburn to tie it up right here.
Good job of the Tigers. Let's get a good shot this
Miles
time.
nearly goes down, hits Broome at the top. Had a 3, didn't take it. Now back to the top near midcourt. Denver Jones. Down 2 Auburn ball. Miles Kelly, Chaney Johnson. Chaney off the right wing. Shot clock at 9. Broome puts it on the floor. Drives, loses it. Ball out of bounds off of Janai.
Well, we never did get to our 2-man play.
Yeah. Auburn contends that ball was knocked out of bounds by Duke. I don't think they're gonna look. Nope, they won't look at it. Duke will get the ball back.
I don't think it's early enough that they can request it.
They talked about it at least. Duke ball. 10:09 in the second. 2-point game in Durham. Duke with the lead. Inbound Flagg against Miles Kelly. Hands the ball back to Sion James across midcourt. 2 Flagg between the circles. Right wing Knipple. Knipple, low post Flagg, foul. Trying to get Cooper to the basket. He was fouled on the play.
They're really isolating him either from the wing or on the block. At that time, Chaney kind of got a little bit hung up with him. They kind of got tied up with their feet, didn't they?
Duke basketball out of bounds, baseline right. Blue Devils lead by 2. 9:56 to go in the second half.
Tigers are really battling hard defensively.
Sion James looking for an inbound, still looking. Throws it right to Miles Kelly. There's Auburn's defense. Here's Auburn the other way, down 2. Broome inside the arc, now out to the right wing. Miles Kelly outside the arc, right in front of the Auburn bench. To Broome, drives on Maluach. Ball knocked out of his hand and out of bounds. Auburn again wanting a foul, but not getting it. Not here, not tonight.
Janai really wants it so bad. He's just a little bit too aggressive right now instead of being smart, attacking the basket, trying to go one-on-one.
Somebody for Duke reached in, grabbed his thigh.
I don't think there's any doubt he got fouled.
Yeah.
It's just when you're on the road like this.
Nope, not here. Not tonight.
You're not going to get that call.
Inbound Knippel. Well, that's Auburn's second chance to tie it or take the lead. 9:36 on a counting clock in the second. Duke by 2 with the ball. James to the left wing, picked up by Denver Jones. Now to the top for Knippel, guarded by Chad Baker-Mazzara. They get the ball to Flag at the free throw line, to the corner, head fake at 3. Proctor shoots the 3. Good.
That's one thing that the Tigers can't do. You cannot gamble on defense against this team and leave a man wide open.
Timeout Duke, 9:19 to go. Duke 61, Auburn 56. Great things are possible when you have the power of performance and smart features of a Ford F-150. It's the official truck of the Auburn Tigers. Greatness starts at your local Ford dealer. Stay tuned, friends. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Damaging an underground utility can cause a lot more problems than you think. By causing a potentially avoidable damage to underground utilities, there's many scenarios that do not
Sorry,
end well.
I missed that cue.
To keep the gas, power, water, and internet running, using 811 to have your underground utilities marked is a critical piece of the damage prevention process, whether you're a homeowner or an excavator. It's free, it's simple, and it's the law. Visit al811.com for more information.
Hey, this is Kevin Tutto, owner of Baumhauer's Victory Grill in Auburn. It's finally fall and football is here. Come check out one of our 77 TVs and watch your favorite team while enjoying hot wings and cold beer. Wanting to support your Auburn Tigers? Well, come join us each and every Monday for Tiger Talk as Coach Freeze joins us live in-house to discuss all things Auburn football. We also have every NFL game for the entire season with the NFL Sunday Ticket. Don't forget Thursday nights and Monday Night Football. Baumhauer's Victory Grill, your football headquarters this fall. 2353 Big Creek Road, exit 57 on I-85. War Eagle.
Conecuh Sausage is a fan favorite for tailgating, always great on the grill, and it's the official sausage dog and hot dog of the Auburn Tigers. Conecuh Sausage is made from the finest cuts of pork, their patented blend of seasonings, and smoked over a pure hickory fire for that true southern flavor. Be sure to visit the Conecuh Gift Shop in Evergreen, Alabama, right off I-65 at exit 96. Enjoy a crowd-pleasing Conecuh Sausage dog while watching the Tigers and make Conecuh part of your game day. Conecuh Sausage, since 1947, a real winner.
Cook's Pest Control presents Protect the Perimeter. Call Cook's Pest Control to guard your home and business from pests and termites.
61-56, Duke, 9:19 to go in the second half. Both teams have 8 three-pointers tonight. Auburn is 8 of 17, 1 of 2 in the second half. Duke is 8 of 21 and only 1 of 6 in the second half. Auburn led by 11 early. Duke came back to take a 7-point lead at halftime, jumped out to a 12-point lead, but Auburn has fought back, has been within 2 here in the second half, and currently trails by 5, 61-56. Along with Randall Dickey, Brad Law in our Auburn Sports Network studios, Quinn Brakeen at our Skyview studios in Phoenix. I'm Andy Burcham. Glad to have you with us tonight. Auburn men's basketball back in action as part of a doubleheader on Sunday. Auburn hosts Richmond at 11 a.m. That's right, it's an 11 o'clock game, 10:30 broadcast time. Auburn will honor Sonny Smith before that game, his family to be there, to honor Sonny's many years of service as Auburn's head basketball coach and as the color commentator on the Auburn Sports Network. All of that coming up on Sunday. Auburn men against Richmond, followed by the Auburn women against UAB. The Auburn women play tomorrow night up the road at Virginia in the ACC-SEC Challenge. Britt Bowen will have the call on ESPN 106.7 in the Auburn area at 4:45 Central tomorrow afternoon.
Tigers need to regroup here. This is 2 high-level, excellent college basketball teams. Maybe the 2 best teams in the country, and they're playing like it tonight. Defensively, it's very hard for either team to get a shot, let alone make one. And then offensively, just got to get back to the 2-man play with room. You see, Duke's changed their defense right now. They go to a zone press. It's a 1-2-2 full court.
Ron Gruber stopped play, said something to Bruce, I guess about the Auburn. I have no idea.
I'm not sure. It looks like he may have given him a warning, or he was.
Or the bench warning. I don't know. Auburn ball.
Somebody may have chirped at him from the cheap seats. You never know.
Pettiford at the point, brings the ball up the floor for Auburn. Across midcourt, 20 to shoot for Auburn. Tigers down 5 at Duke. Broom outside the arc, 2 to Hod. Pettiford guarded by James, whistle a foul away from the ball. This will go against Cooper Flagg against Denver Jones.
Tigers came back after that timeout, run a set play, drew the foul.
That's the 5th foul against Duke. Auburn has been whistled for 5 as well.
It's going to give us an inbounds, a sideline, out of bounds play.
20 to shoot.
Plenty of time. Let's execute that. They'll run the guy over the top and run a baseline screen, trying to get
Cheney Johnson, Janai Broom. Now to Hod. 3 ball, left side of the lane. Good.
Bang. Excellent call by the coaches. They run that sideline out of bounds play to perfection and got Pettiford on a 3-point shot.
James out at the right side. Works on the wing. Backs it up. Gets the ball to Flagg, top of the key. Flagg against Broom there. Now against Pettiford. Bumped by Tahad to the free throw line. Down the lane. Got away with a walk and scores. Got away with the walk and scored. And Auburn saying, listen, guys, if you're going to call that at this end, you better call it at our end.
Well, they didn't call it on the initial foul. They waited to him to get the shot off and then counted the basket. And I know you can expect that when you're on the road in a hostile environment. But again, anytime Flagg has a switch off Pettiford, he's given up 7 or 8 inches right there.
Chance for a 3-point play for Flagg. It's good.
Tigers are staying in striking distance.
By the way, that was the 4th foul on Tahad. Gets a screen inside the arc, all the way to the basket, laid it in.
And he's playing really well. What a smart play off the screen and roll right then. He hesitated, dribble, and then took it right onto the basket quickly.
66-61 Duke. 8:08 to go in the second half of play. James in the center circle. Working on Denver. Throws it now to Flagg. Working on Cheney Johnson. 12 to shoot. This will be Flagg one-on-one. Down the left side, fadeaway. He missed it. Rebound Malauchi, but he was called for the foul.
Well, he put that 7'5" wingspan to work that time. We went above the rim to retrieve the ball off the glass, but we got the call. Good shutout by the Tigers.
Under 8 media timeout, 7:52 in the second half. Duke 66, Auburn 61. Auburn ball when we come back, as Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
At Auburn University, we're not just learners, we're doers. In every corner of the state, Auburn men and women put knowledge to work, fueling the state's economy and building healthier, more prosperous communities. We partner with local leaders to solve local challenges.
Brad said flip the card over so the queue is right
Learn
next
how
time.
Auburn's at work in your community. Visit auburn.edu/acrossalabama.
One more time.
This message is sponsored
Brad
by
said
Auburn
flip the card over so the
University,
queue is right
Broadcasters
next time.
Association, and this station.
I'm Sawyer, and a little thing that I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich is the crispy chicken filet. The seasoning is so satisfying. It's what I needed, but I didn't know that I needed it. You get the toasted bun and the delicious crispy chicken. They add this fun mix with that zesty pickle. It's bold and tasty. I would give it an A+. What's not to love? The holidays are all about being together and eating together.
Sandwich and some together time this holiday. Order the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich today. Real guests paid for their testimonial.
Brad said he's taking it out.
knows that a 5-star backyard is the place to make lasting memories. Like roasting marshmallows on a cool fall night. That's it. Turn it nice and slow. Get it toasted all... Oh no, it's on fire. Oh, you want it on fire. Okay, that's a choice, I guess. Crunchy. For 5-star backyards and the most memorable experiences, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it.
Quick check of the Yellowwood scoreboard from the Auburn Sports Network studios. A couple of other games that are coming down to the wire. Vanderbilt's going to deal Virginia Tech a fifth straight loss. Commodore's about to move to 8-1 on the season, leading the Hokies 80-64 in Blacksburg. And Texas has reclaimed a 1-point lead at NC State, 60-59. That's been a tremendous game. They've got 80 seconds to go in that matchup. Texas has won 6 straight. NC State hasn't lost at home. Something's got to give there. Let's get you back out now to Cameron Indoor Stadium. Tigers down 5 with 7:52 to go in this top 10 matchup. 66-61. Tigers trail. Back to the voice of the Tigers, Andy Burcham and Coach Randall Dickey.
This could become a free throw shooting war down the stretch. Upon Duke's next foul, both teams are shooting free throws the rest of the night. For Auburn, the Tigers only 6 of 7 from the line. Duke is 10 of 18 from the free throw line tonight.
The game is leveled out a little bit better. Both teams are shooting very well offensively. They're just not been able to get many shots.
Auburn 10 of 15 from the field in the second half. Duke 10 of 19 from the field in the second half.
Defensive board play is a big key for this game. It's really got the Tigers back in. We're in striking distance of it.
And here's an example. Auburn has out-rebounded Duke 11-6 in the second half, Randall.
It's a big key to the Auburn game. Defensive rebounding is so crucial. It does so many things. It gets you in transition. It puts the defense in transition in the open court, which opens up the driving lanes.
Pettiford with 4 fouls. Broom and Chaney Johnson and Dylan Cardwell with 3 apiece for Auburn.
I think you're going to see the two-man play with Broom and Pettiford, and probably might even mix in a little Denver Jones with that.
Janai with 16 points and 8 rebounds tonight. Pettiford will bring the ball up the floor. Auburn down by 5 with 7:45 to go in the second half. Denver Jones at the top of the circle gets double teamed. Left wing Miles Kelly open 3. Bang!
Oh, where's he been all night? He got us off to a great start, and what a big shot by Miles Kelly.
Brad Law in the Auburn Sports Network studios. We're going to attempt to reestablish the connection. Kelly made a big 3, and the network went haywire. So we'll see if we got him. Anyway, back to So it'll be Auburn basketball, 68-66. And let's go back now to Cameron Indoor Stadium and rejoin Andy Burcham and Coach Randall Dickey.
All right, Brad, thank you very much. Auburn ball down 68-66 with 6:08 to go in the second half. We apologize for our technical problems. We don't know exactly what happened, but we appear to be back. 6:08 to go in the second half. Duke 68, Auburn 66. Auburn basketball, full length of the floor to go for the Tigers. For Auburn, Chaney Johnson, Tahad Pettiford, Janai Broom, Chad Baker-Mazzara, and Miles Kelly, the Auburn 5. Flagg, James, Brown, Knipple, and Proctor for Duke. They press Auburn ball.
It's the first possession that we've had in a while to tie this up or have a chance to go ahead.
68-66 Duke, 6-minute mark, second half. Pettiford drives inside the free throw line, up, and a ball is blocked out of bounds with 14 to shoot for the Tigers.
Baseline out of bounds, underneath the Tigers basket. This is where the Tigers usually excel on these special plays.
Down to Auburn ball, 5:55 to go. Chad Baker looking for an inbound. Gets the ball to Brown, to Chaney Johnson, off of his hand, and here's seeing James the other way for Duke. Bounce pass left side, Proctor. Back to James, right side of the arc, outside. Goes baseline to the basket, put it up over Broom and scores.
Uncharacteristic of a turnover by the Tigers led to a layup by the Duke Blue Devils that time.
7 turnovers in the ball game for Auburn, just 3 for Duke. Chad Baker-Mazzara to the basket, put it up, didn't get it. Rebound to Janai, bounce pass to Johnson, out to the top, Pettiford, 3, short. Rebound Chaney again, in some traffic, dribbles out of trouble, gets it back to the top. Pettiford, Auburn down by 4, Tiger ball. Shot clock down to 11. Tahad splits defenders down the lane, lobs it up there, scores!
Beautifully done, and he's a left-handed player, but he shot that with his right hand as a floater. What a play by that young man. He's growing up right before our eyes.
5:01 to go in the second half, 2-point game, Duke ball and the lead. Flag between the circles. Bounce pass off the right side for Proctor. Goes baseline, down the right side of the lane. Back out to the top outside the arc, 9 to shoot. Proctor, flag, one-on-one against Pettiford. Head fake, drives, double team, goes up, block. Ball is loose. Yeah, it's still loose. Proctor a 3 as the shot clock runs down, and he buried it.
Wow. Big turn of events right there.
Sure was.
On a loose ball that squirted toward the top of the key, and a guy gets it and just throws it in at the buzzer.
Duke by 5, 73-68. Miles Kelly off the left wing where he's double teamed. Gets it inside the arc for Broom. Janai wraparound for Chaney up, and it's in and out.
Oh, man.
Proctor gets the rebound for Duke. 4:05 in the second, Duke by 5.
Missed a little bunny that time on a 2-on-1 play. Great pass by Broom, and Chaney just put a little bit too much English on the ball.
73-68, Duke with the lead in the ball, and a foul on Miles Kelly working on Cooper Flagg. Timeout. 3:55 to go in the second half. A made 3 at one end, a missed layup for Auburn at the other. Duke by 5 with the free throws coming up. 3:55 in the second. Duke 73, Auburn 68. Stay tuned. Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
This is Coach Bruce Pearl on the Ford F-150 Highlight Show. I tell my team that if we play smart, out-hustle the competition, and work hard each and every day, we can be winners. And you know what? That's how Ford F-150 does it too. Offering an outstanding combination of smart tech, power, and capability, F-150 is the key to help me win the day. Hey, why don't you see how the official truck of the Auburn Tigers can help you? Go to buyfordnow.com or see your local Ford dealer today. War Eagle.
Hi, I'm Janelle. A little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich is the bold flavors. It's very savory. And that golden crispy outside of the sandwich just lets me know that it's going to be so perfectly juicy on the inside.
I'm Sawyer, and a little thing that I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich is the crispy chicken filet. You get the tenderness of the chicken and that zesty pickle. It's savory and tasty. What's not to love? The holidays are all about being together and eating together.
Sandwich in some together time this holiday. Order the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich today. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Hey, I'm Charles Barkley. Call for a Redmont and water at bars and restaurants throughout the great state of Alabama. Redmont Vodka, available at select ABC stores and package stores. Redmont Vodka is 8 times distilled, gluten-free, and is made from non-GMO corn. Looking to support a local business? Redmont Distilling is Alabama proud and minority owned. Learn more online at redmontdistilling.com.
Keep it here after the game for the Regions Bank postgame show with final stats and analysis, plus comments from Coach Pearl. Now back to the game.
For every Auburn three-pointer, Berkshire Hathaway Home Services donates $25 to Coach Pearl's Outlive Cancer Initiative, benefiting local cancer patients and treatment centers. 10 threes on the night for Auburn. Duke with 9. They average about 13 a game here at home. But their last three was a desperation three with the shot clock running down by Proctor from deep. Auburn got a layup that looked like it was going in by Chaney Johnson and a miss. And then Cooper Flagg the other way was fouled, and he goes to the line for a 1 and bonus for Duke.
Yeah, the Tigers had 2 opportunities. The baseline out of bounds was uncharacteristic. Chad Baker-Bozar tried to throw a behind-the-back pass on the baseline out of bounds to an open Chaney Johnson, but I don't think Chaney was expecting that where the ball was going to go. We turned it over there, and then we missed the bunny by Chaney at the rim. Turned into 2 really positive plays for the Blue Devils. One is the desperation 3 they made, and then this next time we come down and foul Cooper Flagg, which is going to the free throw line, and that's probably part of the weakest part of his game.
Janai Broom, by the way, has recorded his 6th consecutive double-double. 16 points and 10 rebounds. 1 of 4 in double figures for Auburn tonight. 18 for Pettiford, 16 for Janai, 13 for Baker-Mazzara, 14 for Kelly. Duke with 4 in double figures, 18 for Evans, 17 for Flagg, who has a double-double with 11 rebounds, 11 for Foster, and 10 for Proctor. And Cooper Flagg at the line for a 1 and bonus. That's the 9th foul against Auburn. By the way, Auburn still isn't in the bonus in this second half at the charity stripe. Duke's only been called for 6 fouls in the second half.
It's just an outstanding game. Both teams have outstanding players. It's really at the highest level you can get at the NCAA collegiate basketball.
Cooper Flagg at the line, a 1 and bonus. Freshman out of Newport, Maine. 6'9", 205, and a freshman. Free throw is good.
Tigers are going to have opportunities. They just need to take advantage of a couple of them. Try to get a little momentum and take this thing to the wire and somehow, some way come out on top.
Both of these teams shooting well in the second half. Auburn 56.5, Duke 54.2. Duke 11 of 20 from the line tonight. Now 12 of 21 as Flagg makes both. Auburn is 6 of 7 from the line. 3:52 in the second. Duke 75, Auburn 68. Chad Baker-Mazzara, left wing, or rather right wing. Top of the circle, Chaney 3. Didn't go. Rebound to Broom. He's fouled from behind by Proctor.
Slowly taking over this game. Both ends of the court, defensive rebounding. That time he pursued the offensive rebounding and really got hammered on that. They were kind of riding his back on that.
He's at the line for a 1 and bonus. 6 consecutive double-doubles for Janai Broom as Denver Jones replaces Tahad Pettiford in the Auburn lineup. Auburn trails 75-68. 3 minutes and 41 seconds to go in the second half. Free throws missed. Rebound fought for. Chaney tries to come out of the crowd. Gets tied up. It's a jump ball and the arrow goes to Auburn. Chad Baker-Mazara tried to come in and help Chaney Johnson, who was on the floor. They pulled Chad Baker away from the ball. The arrow is Auburn's way.
This is an opportunity for Auburn to take advantage of it. It'll be a baseline out of bounds play here.
Good job by Chaney to go after that missed free throw.
I think Duke's going to call timeout.
We will keep it here during this timeout. 3 minutes and 37 seconds to go. This is a 30 called by Duke.
Either that or the officials are going to go look at it. Yeah.
And I don't know if they're reviewing the original call of the jump ball, if they're going to review whether Chad Baker-Mazara should have been called for a foul of some kind, trying to come in and clean it up. Chaney Johnson was on the floor, and he was tied up. And James kind of got in his face a little bit. I don't think he did it on purpose, as Chaney was trying to get up. And then Chad Baker-Mazara tried to come in and break everything up. And one of the officials separated Chad Baker from the rest of the crowd. And now the officials are looking at the replay.
Yeah, I think they're going to let it go like this.
Yeah.
Both teams, Chaney was really wrestling hard on the floor after the ball. And when players get tangled up like that, I think that's why the official stepped in and just kept Chad Baker away from getting involved close to the scrum, so to speak.
Both teams, by the way, have 2 timeouts remaining. 75-68 Duke. 3 minutes and 37 seconds to go in the second half.
Be a good time for the Tigers to execute a good baseline out of bounds play and go back and win one more defensive possession, get a chance to.
Out of bounds, baseline left. Chaney Johnson. Chad Baker-Mazara just knocked Sion James to the floor. The official rushes in from away from the play.
The second guy always gets caught. But
yeah, and are they sending Duke to the free throw line? They're sending both teams to their benches, and they're going to take another look at this play. Chad Baker-Mazara was trying to jockey for a position on the inbound pass. And
Sion actually, he really sold that really well, unless there was something that we didn't see that created that.
And 2 of the officials are looking at it right now. Three minutes and 37 seconds to go. I don't think there's going to be anything. I think Auburn's going to keep the basketball here. Boy, watch it, Chad Baker. They're looking at you, young man.
Yeah, everybody has kind of got their antennas on up right now. It's getting tense. It's a crucial possession here. It's 3:37 left to go in the game. Tigers need to execute, get a good shot, get the ball in the basket.
Out of bounds, baseline left. The inbound comes to Mazara. Left wing, Denver Jones. From Broom back to Denver. Top of the circle, Chad down the lane. To Broom to the hole. No. Whistle to foul. He was fouled by Sion James.
Beautiful execution by the Tigers on the baseline out of bounds play. They got Broom on the roll.
Janai upset that he didn't get the dunk in the and one. He's got to flush that and make these free throws right here.
He sure does. They challenged him pretty hard and fouled him on that, but I think he felt like he had an angle. He could have made that basket.
Janai up the line for 2 for Auburn. The Tigers trail by 7. 75-68 with 3:28 to go in the second half at Duke. First free throw is good for Janai Broom.
Really good. And break that, get off that 68, and try to carve into that 75 that Duke has.
Knipple back in, replacing Isaiah Evans. Broom can cut the lead to 5 with 3:28 to go, and he does.
Two possession game
70.
now.
Yeah.
2 possessions. Tigers need to win a defensive stand right here.
Inbound James, 2 flag, now back to Sion James. Across midcourt at the 23 mark on the shot clock. 5-point Duke lead, 3:17 to go. James outside the arc, right side. Bounce pass at the top. It's Malik Brown. Hands the ball straight away to Proctor. Proctor against Miles Kelly. Behind the back dribble, down the lane. Fade away from Proctor. It's good. Nicely played.
A good one-on-one play right there by Proctor. Duke went to the open passing game, spread the floor, and then drove it up.
77-70. Chad Baker-Mazzara screen to the free throw line. Running one-hander, no, but he's fouled.
It's a good hard drive by Chad Baker. I think Coach Pearl is going to keep the ball and the guys that good free throw shooters like Chad Baker, Denver Jones, to get to the free throw line to carve into this.
Foul was called against Knipple, his 3rd. Chad Baker-Mazzara at the line for 2 with 2:48 on a stopped clock here in the second half. 13 points on the night for Chad Baker-Mazzara. Make it 14. Auburn is 9 of 11 from the line tonight. 6 of 7 in the second half. Chad Baker can cut the lead back to 5 with 2:48 to go in the second half.
Kind of in the same scenario that you were the possession before.
Chad Baker knocks home both free throws. 77-72, Duke. 2 minutes and 48 seconds to go in the second half, and Auburn uses its second to last timeout, the 32nd timeout, to set up defense right here.
Need to win that possession. That's for sure. There's a really good job by the free throw shooting by Mazzara. Right now, the coaches are drafting strategic defensive plays to try to win this possession, to continue to keep carving into this 5-point deficit.
Both teams are shooting the ball very well tonight, especially in the second half. Duke 14 of 25 at 56%. Auburn 13 of 24 at 54% in the second half. The rebounding has evened up. As a matter of fact, Auburn has out-rebounded Duke 33-32 because Auburn has out-rebounded Duke 18-8 in the second half.
It's made the biggest difference in the world. It just is just the way that Auburn plays. When they win the defensive rebounding award and they limit you to 1 shot, don't give you second opportunities, the Tigers are hard to handle, and they're going to have about 4 opportunities in the next 5 possessions of the same thing they need to win.
Full court pressure by Auburn. Duke full length of the floor to go. James will trigger for the Blue Devils. All 10 players on Auburn's side of the floor right now. Will Duke send someone deep here?
I don't think so. They're going to play conservative. They want to run the clock is on their friend right now.
Inbound to Flag, back to James. Duke by 5, 2:42 on a counting clock in the second. Flag to Knipple. Works on Chad Baker-Mazzara. Time on Duke's side. Knipple working on Chaney Johnson. Left side of the circle outside the arc. Right wing for Flag. Flag picked up. Top of the circle. Malik Brown. Backdoor James. Reverse. He missed it.
Beautiful stop.
Blocked. Here's Auburn the other way, down 5.
Great stop by the Tigers. Gives us another opportunity to carve into that 5-point lead.
Chad Baker-Mazzara gets a screen from Broom. Gets another screen from Janai. Out to the top, Janai. A 3-ball. In and out. Oh, dear. And the rebound to James. 2 minutes to go in this one. Duke 77, Auburn 72.
Still plenty of time. Got to get another defensive stop right here.
Sion James backs up, bounce pass. Malik Brown picked up by Broom. Right side Proctor, outside the arc. Got a screen. Picked up by Auburn. Left side, ball deflected. And it comes to Chad Baker-Mazzara. Run down by Miles Kelly. Wrap around Broom. Denver Jones up the floor, down 5, Auburn ball.
Back to back.
1:30 to go.
Back-to-back shutouts by the Tigers. What a sensational play.
Denver drives, hangs, goes up, and ball is blocked out of bounds with 16 to shoot. 5-point game, 1:25 to go. Duke 77, Auburn 72. Auburn ball out of bounds with 16 to shoot.
Looked like there might have been a little bit of contact, but you're not going to get that call.
Yeah.
But it gives us a chance to run another baseline out-of-bounds play.
Chaney Johnson, the inbound. Chad Baker-Mazara against Knipple. Drives on Knipple, 13-footer, in and out. Second time Auburn's had a ball that was in the cylinder and rimmed out in the last 2 times down the floor. Duke ball, 1:11 to go in the second half. Auburn 0 of its last 5 from the field. Duke by 2 possessions. Flag. Bounce pass. James to Knipple. Penetrates to the hole. He got it.
Well, he waited all night long. He didn't score much throughout the game, but that was a big basket by the Duke Blue Devils right there.
7-point lead for Duke. Denver Jones right wing 3. Didn't get it, but Duke lost it out of bounds. 50 seconds to go. Auburn down by 7. Tigers have missed their last 6 shots and just one of their last 11. Duke 79, Auburn 72.
Still plenty of time. Tigers need to regroup here offensively and get a basket quickly and then get into their press.
Out of bounds, baseline right. Broom will trigger. 20 on the shot clock for Auburn. 50 seconds in regulation with Auburn trailing by 7. Ron Groover at the scores table. I'm not sure what he's making sure of. I guess making sure that Flegg lost that ball out of bounds. It is Auburn.
Yeah, I think they were just checking on the shot clock too. Also,
okay.
On that drive by Jones.
Broom will trigger baseline right. Got to get Auburn right now.
Yeah, we need to get a
down
basket.
7. Broom triggers inbounds. Jones at the top. Chaney to Janai, up from 13, didn't get it. Rebound to Denver underneath. Chad Baker puts it in.
Good offensive rebound by Jones and a quick pass to Mazara and laid it in.
5-point lead for Duke, 49 or 41.9 seconds to go. James will trigger. Lobs it inbound for Proctor where he's double teamed. Gets it back to James. Up the floor for Duke, across midcourt. Left wing for Flag. Reverses out. Whistle foul against Broom.
Yeah, it's getting time. You've got, when they get across midcourt, you play for the steal, but you've got to get that clock stopped.
4th foul on Janai. Puts Flag at the line for 2. They're in the double bonus. 32.8 seconds to go. If he misses one or both of these free throws, you must get that second rebound.
It's imperative, and you got plenty of time. You get about 3 or 4 seconds to get down the court, get a quick shot.
Duke by 5. Flag at the line for 2. The first is good. Well, he's everything that he has been touted to be. Flag with 20 points, 11 rebounds, and 4 assists tonight. Has led Duke all year in points, rebounds, and assists, including tonight's game. And Duke's back up 6. He can make it a 7-point game with 32.8 seconds to go in the second half.
Got to get this rebound in case he misses and race down the floor and get a quick shot.
He made both.
Either way, you got to go score.
And do it in a hurry. To Hyde Pettiford across midcourt, right wing. Pull back 3, ball to Hyde, didn't get it. Rebound, Chaney Johnson to Broom. Janai outside the arc. Double team, left wing Chaney. He's double teamed, spins, low post, Broom. Great pass, Janai puts it in. And Auburn calls its last timeout with 15.4 seconds to go. And Duke leading Auburn by 5, 81-76. Wow, that's a great pass by Chaney Johnson.
Unbelievable how he threaded the needle under duress. Showed some skill with his hands right there.
81-74 Duke. 15.4 seconds to go in the second half of play. With Randall Dickey, I'm Andy Burcham. Glad to have you with us tonight from Cameron Indoor Stadium. Auburn jumped out to an 11-point lead initially in this one. Duke came back, had the lead at 12 in the second half. Auburn came back, had the lead down to 2 on a couple of occasions, but have not been able to get closer than that here in the second half. And Duke currently leads by 5 with 15.4 seconds to go, and Auburn now out of timeouts. Auburn's got to get a steal.
Right now you got to pressure the basketball, deny everything, all the passes on your press, hope for a deflection and a quick score.
Duke will have the full length of the floor to go. Bruce Pearl called his last timeout to set up Auburn's defense and also its offense. Pettiford, Kelly, Broom, Johnson, and Baker-Mazar, the Auburn 5.
Yeah, this is one thing that they've worked on in practice. At any time that you're behind and you get the steal, then if the players away from the ball see the steal, you've got to make yourself available for a quick three-point shot.
James, Proctor, Knipple, Foster, and Flagg, the 5 for Duke. And they spread it out beyond midcourt now.
They sure do. They go in an odd set on their press offense. They're going to try to V-cut Flagg and get the ball in his hands because he's going against Broom right here.
James will trigger. Still looking. Gets the ball inbound to Flagg, who's fouled by Broom, who just fouled out for the night. A double-double for Janai tonight, 20 points and 12 rebounds. The nation's leading rebounder held 0.9 rebounds under his season average.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
He is just such a warrior. He really competes really hard.
Denver Jones comes in for Auburn, replacing Janai. That's another three-point shooter on the floor as Cooper Flagg goes to the line to shoot 2 more for Duke. 15 seconds to go, 5-point lead for the Blue Devils. Duke puts one player down to the lane, that's Sion James, as Flagg shoots the first of 2, and it is good.
Well, there's one thing that we had the opportunity to see, 2 outstanding players, Broom and Flagg tonight.
Yeah.
None better across the country, and they sure are.
You may be seeing the National Player of the Year and the National Freshman of the Year right now.
That's true, and we could see the Duke Blue Devils down the road. You never know.
Flagg missed the second. 82-76. Down 6 Auburn ball. 12 seconds to go. Pettiford races forward. Out to the left wing. 9 seconds to go. Pettiford drives underneath. Chaney Johnson puts it up. It was blocked. And it is a goaltend against Duke. Trims the lead to 4 with 3.7 seconds remaining. The basket will go to Chaney Johnson. Cooper Flagg called for basket interference. They may look at this, and they will. 3.7 seconds remaining. The scoreboard still has it as a 6-point game. It should be a 4-point game.
They're not going to change that until
Chaney Johnson is given the basket on the official stats, but again, they are looking.
The main scoreboard hadn't changed yet either, has it?
Yeah, but the scoreboard doesn't matter. Yeah, that ball hit the backboard before it was blocked by Flagg. That's a bucket for Auburn.
That's an easy decision there.
4-point game with 5.2 seconds to go. It will take a miracle for Auburn to have a chance right now. Down by 4 with 5.2 seconds.
Great chance for the coaches. Talk through some strategy here on the last 2 minutes on the road. You're always wanting to learn. It's early in the season. You're trying to learn. Teach your players, if you're in this position again, what you should do, what you shouldn't do. They're going over some strategy there.
Duke really just wants to get the ball inbound right now.
Well, they know that the Tigers have got to play for the steal.
Right.
So right here, they're still going to do their same I formation. They're going to send one guy long. They'll run a V-cut with Flagg and try to put the ball in his hands.
Sion James will trigger. And he gets the ball inbound to Flagg. Flagg gets the ball left side, or rather Knipple to Flagg, and Knipple was fouled with 3.5 seconds to go, leading by 4, 82-78. That's a nice acting job by Knipple.
It sure was. That ball kind of squirted loose. Did. I thought that the Tigers might retrieve that and put it in real quick.
Knipple is at the line where he is a 92% free throw shooter. 13.4 a game. He's been held to 4 points tonight.
And it played quite a bit of minutes. Yeah. Duke is a much better team with him. Tonight, the Tigers did a great job defending him. But that layup that he hit just a minute ago was a big, big layup. It gave Duke some cushion.
He knocks on both free throws. Full length to the floor to go. Duke by 6. Final 2 seconds. Chad Baker-Mazzara launches a 3. It's no good, and Duke wins it. Duke beats the Tigers. Auburn's first loss of the season. Duke 84, Auburn 78. Tahad Pettiford and Janai Broom, Auburn's co-leading scorers tonight with 20. The Wind Creek high scorers for the Tigers. Elevate your game plan to fabulous. Play the hottest games, win fabulous rewards at Wind Creek Casinos and on the Casinoverse app. 84-78 Duke. Duke led by 7 going into the locker room. Strengthened that lead to 12 early in the second half at 54-42. Auburn came roaring back, had the lead down to 2 on a couple of occasions in the second half, but could get no closer, and Duke wins it 84-78.
Just an outstanding basketball game. The Tigers fought really hard, didn't play as well as we were capable of playing, I don't think, in the end of the first half, but really fought hard, came back the second half, played really, really well, fought their way back, just never could get over the hump. Duke is an outstanding team. The Tigers are going to probably have an opportunity to see them down the road, maybe in postseason play this year. You never know. But it was just a valiant effort by the Tigers against an outstanding Duke Blue Devil team.
Auburn was out-rebounded mightily in the first half, Randall.
Yes.
24-15, and Auburn turned the page in the second half, out-rebounding Duke 24-10, but the Blue Devils prevail. Duke 84, Auburn 78. Stay tuned, the Regions Bank postgame show is next, and this is the Auburn Sports Network.
Live Sports Radio, bringing you inside Neville Arena.